Check, check. All right, I think we should be good. Let me check on both websites to be sure. Guys, thanks for your patience. It turned out to be a video driver, like an encoder issue, and that took a while to troubleshoot, so I apologize for the delay, but we are live. Okay, and everything is popping up on screen. Okay. Alright guys, welcome to the stream. I'll need to grab my glasses here in just a second, but it is June 10th and 9.0 is live. And I think what we're gonna do today, and hey guys, good to see you guys. I'm glad you guys stuck around, I appreciate it. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna keep the tailored series, like the kind of like themed series and the live streams separate. I think they'll both be better that way. So what we're gonna do today is we're actually just gonna start a brand new game. So we're gonna start a 9.0. This one's not gonna have any restrictions at all. I'm just gonna go through the game like I normally would in the beginning. We can use any ship we want. We can do anything that we want to. So no real restrictions whatsoever. And I think we'll just take this playthrough and we'll continue this playthrough for all of the live streams. So I think that's probably the best route to take. That'll make sure all you guys that do like my my actual recorded series, I can actually kind of tailor those and do a better job of editing, and you don't get all the the live stream gunk in the middle of those series. It just makes it more complicated, but I think this will work out pretty good. So let's go ahead and get a new start loaded up here. So we're just gonna go to open universe. We're gonna do the classic young gun. So this one's just gonna be the most basic start you could possibly have. We have almost nothing, and the whole universe is opened up to us. We don't have any weird like story stuff we have to go through to the beginning. So let's start the game.
Val Selton's log, day 1. I'm excited to get underway with this new ship. I'm not entirely sure what...
Alright, so we're gonna get this loaded up. While this is loading, it'll give me 2 seconds, and I'm gonna grab my glasses, because I took them off as I was doing all my troubleshooting, and I'll be right back, because I am blind as a bat. Do I know if the update will include anything new besides the changes? No new content, so no, it's not an expansion. It's not gonna be like, you know, new ships, new areas, things like that. It's just a rebalance of a lot of the resource gathering, like the minerals and such, and it rebalances all of the weapons and a lot of the engines, things like that. So it's more of just a pass-through to clean up a lot of the like the pain points of the game. They do have, my understanding is they do have a expansion scheduled. That's going to be later this year as far as I understand. I think, I don't know a date or anything like that, but I would assume that would be like more towards Christmas. So they are planning on adding more content. They just didn't do it with this pass through. Okay, so let me get things set up here. And we will get the correct names here and get our logos in. We'll do the ink. Now, I haven't had anything specific planned for this one. Is like, here, we're definitely gonna go here or there, but I am gonna go through and get the usual stuff that I normally start the game with. And in case you guys didn't know, you can upload, I don't have like the specs for it, but you can upload your own logos if any of you guys are a little bit newer. Cheers, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, you guys can upload your own custom logos. It tells you formats, and I think somewhere it'll list off like the sizes and stuff. So like when you see people like streaming or making videos and they've got their own things on the wings of all of their ships, that's actually right here. This is just where you do it. And then you have these generic logos from here. Ship skins, we won't worry about it. We'll stick with, actually we'll go with red. We'll go with a dark red, I think, for this one. Now, I do want to change some of my global orders. So for now, I want people to just, the global will be just to escape. Military ships, we'll let them use judgment for now. Let me know when it happens. Found an abandoned ship. Yeah, you can just ignore that. You don't have to tell me about that. Lockboxes, ignore the lockboxes. We'll actually have looters, that I set up usually, but I'll have them do their own custom thing. Otherwise, I want people to just to ignore all of the stuff and just do their jobs. Let's see, your pirate harassment. Let's see here, just escape. We will eventually, I'll leave this here, like escape, just because they'll classify little tiny ships like scouts and stuff as military ships. And if I put this to attack or anything like that, they're not really equipped for it and they're gonna die. So if I just have to remember, if I make a military fleet, I need to change these settings so that they'll actually attack people. But this is like your global. Let's see, chat. Indeed, I uploaded my own chaos fan art for my ships. Nice, nice. It really is. It's nice to have that kind of customization. Elric, Stormbringer, and the chaos inspired stuff. Well, Elric, the Stormbringer, are you talking about, like, is that 40K that you're talking about with Elric? I don't know what Elric is. I don't think I've heard that name before. It is really, really cool. I do wish that they would implement way more customization in your character. Like with the start that we have, you kind of have one dude that you're able to pick, and they've got like 5 or 6 in a scroll down that you can pick from, but there's not that many very often. I really, really want way more customization in your actual character. But the ship skins and stuff, it's awesome. Let's see here. Finding contraband. No, I don't need you to destroy it. Just ignore that. You don't have to notify me. Lockbox, you don't have to notify me. Almost done with this stuff. Police interdiction, comply. You don't have to tell me. They do that stuff all the time. And then when I go down here, I don't want my ships to wait for me. I only want my current ship to wait for me. So we'll set that. Trade rules, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So that gets us set up. We are going to need a captain. Ooh.
Hello.
Yep, there we go. You come at a fantastic cost.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
I hope so. Let's go to here. Now this is our timelines email. When you finish timelines, you'll get this, and it tells you the systems that all of the timeline ships are in. So we're actually gonna go get one of those pretty much right now. We're gonna go talk to Bozo Ta and get our headquarters opened up, and right in that same system is gonna be I've done so much troubleshooting I can't think right now, but one of the timeline ships is in that same system, and that's the ship we're gonna grab. It's from before 40K, the Eternal Champion series by Michael Murdoch, where was borrowed. Oh, gotcha. Anything new and cool in the update? Well, yes, because it's like, it's not content. So like they didn't do the content, but they really did a lot of improvements on the user interface. So like this stuff is like, it's subtle, but this is all separated now. So it's like when you look at it, it's just, you can register the information and filter the information inside your head as you're looking at it so much better. So it's just so much easier to look at, especially on a screen like this that'll have like a million different things. So they've added a lot of UI improvements. They've added a lot of command improvements. So you can just control click, you can shift click and do a lot of like RTS style commands, just to give your ships like instant orders, and you don't have to delete everything when you're doing it, which is really, really nice. So it's quality of life and it's balancing changes. It's not new content. Like, everybody wants expansions, new systems, new ships and stuff. I do too, but I think this was needed. I think they had to do this, and it's just so much better now. Let's see here. I enjoy I love it. I absolutely love it. One thing they did, and I was so happy about it. You'll notice like the chemtrails.
Travel mode activated.
Let me get him moving. Like when we get up to speed, just the kind of like backflow from the engines. Now I'm in a really dark system, so you can't see it as much, but it used to have a ton of smoke on the screen, and that was like a huge complaint of mine, and they kind of got rid of it. So they like streamlined a lot of the chemtrails from the back of the engine, and so now you can just see the game. So the game just feels like it looks so much better because you're not in travel mode kind of staring behind that exhaust plume. Some people really liked that. Like, they really liked that like huge exhaust plume in the back. I was super not a fan. I'm so happy that they changed that. It was such a good change. Let's see here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna head out. Let me see if there's any missions. I like to do missions. Now, you can do some piracy, you can trade satellites, things like that. There's certain things that you can do in the very start of the game to like really get a ton of money. I tend to like stick within the structure for this stuff, so I'm gonna be doing like some missions and going around and opening up the map and stuff. And we're gonna set up our economy, which means I need to get some auto miners and such there. I haven't decided really where I want to settle down yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. But we'll kind of just chill and you know, play the game. So, famous last words, but it looks like the problem is solved. It should be fine. Prior. I think the next time I'm gonna be streaming today, let me see, Wednesday, I may be streaming today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. I think I'm gonna do like 4 days, since this is just a new update. So what I may end up doing is doing a bunch of test streams and stuff before I actually go live, because I thought everything was good, and then you turn it on, it's like, oh no, it's all busted. So it's like, okay, back to square one. Now, oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of there.
Just like a shrike out of the mist.
So we're gonna go talk to her.
Suddenly, she's gone.
And I think really quick before I get to,
is she trying to shake me off? Not happening.
Before I get to Bozo Ta, I'm gonna go grab the mining ship really quick, because I always use that mining ship. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's gonna take me like weeks. It's gonna take me like probably like a month to figure out all the little small things that can go wrong. Especially since I was kind of stupid and I decided to do multi-stream right off the bat, so, which is kind of dumb. You should probably just do one or the other, but I really didn't want to leave my Twitch account from a few years back behind, so I'm gonna be doing both. I'm pretty determined to make both of them work, but yeah, best of luck there. All right, so I think within 40k I can talk to her.
Travel mode deactivated.
Let's see. Nope, can't do it.
Travel mode
oh, because I haven't
activated.
identified her yet. We're not gonna go get the Hyperion yet. I'm gonna go get the mining ship. Yeah, we're gonna go get the Argon mining ship really quick and see if we can get that started. And while that's getting started, we'll grab the headquarters, and then we'll grab the actual ship that we're gonna use.
Steering mode
Hello there.
That was Shift T, that's what it was.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Of course. That's
And then
the
we're
whole
gonna
point.
space bar,
Name's
yep.
Well, I'm on the heels of an old ship prototype that
Well, we're
shouldn't
gonna-
exist. Oh, so you... Yes,
We're gonna- yep.
the Hyperion. Yes, except that it's still... No, not really.
Well, yep.
Listen. Okay.
I accept.
Yeah. Oh, here's the rundown. Fortunately...
Got it.
However, my
Okay.
onboard... Here's how we'll do it.
Okay.
I'll pass it through the A to
Got it.
summarize.
Okay. Cool. All right, so that's our mission. We're good to go. And we are gonna scan. Does he want me to scan it yet? No. Find jump gates. So fly to the void. Okay, cool.
Travel mode activated.
It's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna do a bunch of scanning, but we're gonna come back to this. We're not gonna do this just yet.
Myrna here.
Actually, you know
Please
what?
scan local gates and transit accelerators and uplink the data.
Maybe we'll go grab the mining ship, and then we can go north from here into Getsufune and grab that ship too, I think. What's your favorite ship to use mid or end game? I tend to still stick to the small ships. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, I love being able to travel around really fast. So my favorite's gonna be the experimental shuttle. It always is. From there, I actually try to do a lot of modifications on some of the smaller ships just to get the speed up and stuff. But I mean, experimental shuttle, or if I'm not using that, it's usually gonna be Oh, I can't even think right now. It's usually going to be some of the Paranid smaller fighters is what I usually use. The mid-sized ships are nice, but they feel bogged down. So I'm usually in a small ship, or if we're doing like heavier combat, then I'll jump into like one of the destroyers and stuff so we don't get killed. But yeah, those are usually the ships I go with. They're just awesome. Curious about 9.0. Is it good as they claim? It really is. I really, really like it. It's it brings everything into kind of almost like a mid-range. You still have stuff that's really, really good, but you don't have such a disparity. Like no longer, all of the ships can equip all of the different modules, so you can kind of tailor your favorite ships however you like, which I haven't fully experimented with, which is really, really good. So you don't wind up with a small like group of ships that you can use and that you should be using, and then a whole bunch of ships that really, really suck, which was the case often enough last time, and they've kind of solved that, which is really cool. Selling always is a choice. Yeah, we can sell it. I could. Oh, the Odachi? Yeah, the Odachi. It's a good value, yeah. It's a really good medium ship, and what I usually use the Odachi for, because it's durable and it's fast, you can actually I think we need to go down here. It's durable and it's really fast. So what I do is I use that to do, I have him do the looting in a Xenon sector, or a Xenon hotpoint. So he'll go to like a Xenon system or a Xenon border system and just hop in, grab all the loot, take it back to the headquarters, hop in and do that. And when he gets attacked, he's durable enough and fast enough that he can withstand it and get away. So he's like the perfect looter ship, which is awesome. So that's usually what I use him for. And then when you do that for like a couple of hours and you go back to your headquarters, now you've got like hundreds of each of the items that you need, and it's a really good way to do it. I think the envoy is really good for that too. Okay, am I in the right position? I am. It's gonna be like right here. It's like right on this arm, on the left-hand side of this arm. It's where it always is. We should actually just see it, like it'll pop in once it gets there. We've got one captain, so we're gonna have to go to a station and get another captain after we hijack this ship here. Let's see here. I use Talati ships a lot. The AI don't know how to use them. It was horrible. Do you know if that's fixed? There it is. The destroyer AI is actually pretty good. I've done a bunch of times where I'll just grab like 4 or 5 destroyers and attack a station, and it does fine. Like, it's not doing anything sophisticated, but it's not charging under the guns. It's keeping itself at range. Yeah, it does really, really good. So far, I haven't found any issues whatsoever. I always overshoot it. I never like land exactly where I'm supposed to on these things. All right, so let's get a little closer because we don't have very good thrusters right now.
Docking is not possible.
I don't want to dock. I want to go here. Okay.
Elite Vanguard.
I use mods for research at least. They always did all of them once. Yeah. You can make
Scan mode activated.
you can make some pretty overpowered stuff if you're modifying. It's hard to do that with a bunch of fleets though. You'd have like just the ships that you use all the time would be the ones that you would do the a lot of the mods on.
Engine stopped.
But yeah, modding can. I mean, I always say like the experimental shuttle is my favorite, but I mean, you can start, if you heavily mod some of these smaller ships, you can definitely make them rival that any of the DLC ships. I think the DLC ships just give it to you right from the start instead of having to do all the modifications. Let's see here. All right, so you, sir, are gonna be, let me get away from him really quick.
Engine stopped.
And then we'll go to personnel. You are gonna become a pilot. Work somewhere else for me. Let's do the drill. And then, actually, it should mark, it usually marks the, yeah, so there's the wharf right there. There's weird noises going on in the background. I hope nothing's exploding. All right, so dock, and wait, I want you to go there first. Because I gotta check what you actually have on you.
Drill, mineral, Vanguard. Engine stopped.
Okay, yeah, so he's starting to move out. All right, so he's good there. Now let's
Travel
go
mode activated.
to Getsu Fune and take care of that. With all the DLCs, there ends up being like a bunch of like basically housekeeping that you do to start like every playthrough every time I do this again. Let's see here. I really love the Boron. Yeah, the Boron ships are awesome. The systems are really, really good. The quest itself, I mean, it's a really good faction with really good lore and stuff behind it. So like you can't not like them. So yeah, it's just overall, I would probably say that was the most popular DLC that they made. Does the NPC know station's good and prices, or should I place my hubs near high traffic routes? Does it know station goods and prices? Oh, no, I mean, none of that's changed. Like, you still have to scout, pricing information, but you have, like, an automated, command that you can give a ship to go through and explore and hop around stations and keep your prices updated. So you don't have to put, like, you wouldn't have to put, a hub near high traffic routes if you don't want to. If all you're worried about is prices, you can just have somebody scout out prices, if that's what you mean. I hope that answers your question. The DLC matter depends what you like most. If you like some quests and things, the Terran one is cool. Yep, and the Terran ships are amazing too. All right, am I going the right way? I am going the right
Unknown
way.
object.
Now they said like I said, I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing, but they've actually said that they're going to be doing, okay, that's Yaki. They've said they're going to be doing like a revision to like exploration, which I really, really hope for, because that would be awesome. I think that is one thing for new content. One thing that it is missing is
Entering system.
it needs an update and a pass on all of the, I don't know, the kind of day-to-day activities. Like, the Empire building is really, really good, but like the mission running and you just wandering around and exploring the different systems, all of that definitely could use like a really, really good rework. There needs to be interesting things that you can find just by flying around and exploring the world. And hopefully that's what they mean by updating the exploration. If that's actually what they're doing. Alright, so we're gonna open up this. I'm gonna fly through this gate just to open up the system. And we gotta hit the, well, there's a whole list of things. So we're gonna go get this. We're gonna go to get our headquarters. Then we're gonna grab our small ship, and then we'll open up the highway. And that should be some of the, most of the like housekeeping done. Maybe we'll grab the Hyperion, we'll see. Bro, the OST for this sector is the best for me. The OST. Alright, so I should get like a cutscene right here. Yeah, see, like this 2400 meters per second, that's way too slow.
Okay, everyone, listen up. We've got reports of increased Xenon activity in Savage Spur 2.
I do like that,
This is the primary Xenon entry point into the region.
I do like that you can, that when you cancel out of something like that, the dialogue still continues, so you're not forced to watch it, but you can still hear everything. It's almost like what Path of Exile does, which is really, really good.
Travel mode entering system. Getsu Fune.
That way you only interrupt things when you really want to. Okay, so it should be right about here. I think it's here, and it's like down a little bit. So we gotta go down on the Y-axis. Oh, the soundtrack, yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack for sure, and some of the newer soundtrack. The soundtrack for the newest one, for like the Envoy, was really, really good too. Like, I really like that music. A lot of people dislike timelines, but as the new player, I think they're very good DLC, like a super tutorial. Yeah, it's definitely a tutorial. I think the issue people had with it, and I agree, it really does teach things. I will say this though, the only thing I didn't like about the way that it teaches is that it kind of, oh, that was way too soon.
Travel mode activated.
It kind of just tosses you into it. Like, there's missions, like for example, one where it wants you to start trading. Like, it wants you to go in and you're almost at it wants you to go from station to station and make a certain amount of money. But it's like, I think there was like a time limit for it. So you're kind of rushed for it. So you're sort of not learning how to trade. You're just getting through it as fast as you can, you know what I mean, to get the amount of money within that time period. So that was the only, it's little things like that were the only things I didn't like, but it does teach you a lot. I think what people didn't like, and it's just my theory on it, was the reason it got a negative reception is that it pulled you out of the open world. So you're just going somewhere else and doing some other thing other than this. And I think that's, people just want to stay here. So if they would have incorporated that more into just the world here that we're in right now, I think that would have gone over better. I think people would have liked it a lot more. Also, to the faction themselves, the new faction that gets opened up with them, they're hard to use. You know, they kind of have like a barter system. They don't make their own ships, things like that. So it would have been, oh, there it is.
Steering mode deactivated. Steering
Yeah,
mode
see, that's the
activated.
problem. That's always the
Steering
problem
mode
with getting
deactivated.
these guys. Is it just the one?
Travel mode deactivated.
If there's only, no, there's 2 of them. I don't think I can handle this. Is it an M, and what's the other one?
B.
Oh, that's a B. No, I can't do it. But at least I definitely, oh yeah, and the B has somebody else behind him. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to, we gotta feather this.
Travel mode activated.
We might have to come back in a second. Alright, so we're 12,000 away from the B, so we don't have to worry about the
Travel mode
B.
activated.
Alright, the last second we use... There we go. Use the boost and see if we can get away. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with this yet. I need something more capable before I can come over here, so we've got it marked. It'll stay on our map and we'll come back. I just don't feel like exploding like 10
Jumping
minutes into here.
The void.
But once we get the Cutlass, and we can bring the Cutlass over here and just wreck them all. Let's see here. Like timelines of series, let's see here. Sorry guys, I got a little distracted by the Xenon there. Oh, stop the autopilot? Well, as far as autopilot, that's Shift A. As far as travel mode, you can do the shift commands for that. I think it's Shift 3?
Long range scan mode activated.
Shift 1.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, so that's Shift 1. I have it like on a hotkey on my mouse. So like I can just hit one of the, I can just hit one of those keys and it does the Shift command for me. But that's how I stop it from going in and out of travel mode. But as far as autopilot, if that's what you mean, that's gonna be Shift A. I feel like Timelines is a series of challenges for old players as well. Most of us don't know all of the manuals. It is. Yep, I think that it gets you to do them in depth more than maybe you would have before. So I don't necessarily disagree with that. I just, like I said, I think the fact that it pulls you out of the main game was probably what people didn't like. Now the ships themselves are awesome. I love the Timelines ships are amazing. They changed the travel mode, I heard. How is it different? They didn't change travel mode necessarily. They changed how you get pulled out of travel mode. So they changed the sensitivity so that's like you're not getting pulled out no matter what. So there's a threshold that damage has to hit before it'll stop you and pull you out. And that threshold is higher with the size of the ship, is my understanding of it. So a smaller ship has a threshold, but it's not as high of a threshold as like a destroyer or something. Personally, I like the Terran DLC for the economy. Yeah, it's gonna be. That's where we're gonna go. They're so resource hungry. That's where one of the mining stations is gonna go for sure. I always put one there, and it makes just billions. Well, not billions, millions for sure. Q sectors are a good place to pirate ships, though. No active, yeah, no active police. I know. I know, they're so peaceful and innocent, and it's like, oh yeah, oh okay, you guys are great. I can take all this stuff. Yeah, so let's go get the headquarters, and then we'll go down and get the Cutlass. There's usually something battle happening around the Cutlass, but there's usually other NPC ships around that keep the Xenon and Ka distracted, so we shouldn't have a problem grabbing the Cutlass without getting just wrecked. This change to travel mode will make interdiction useful finally, probably.
Entering system.
something to pull the ships out of. I really like the oh, I forgot this. Well, we'll do that in a little bit. I really like the lasers that they're putting in here that shut down like boost engines and stuff. Those are really, really cool. They don't do very much hull damage though, which kind of sucks, but I try to sneak one of those on most of the ships just so I can lock people in and I don't have to keep chasing them around. Okay, so it'll keep the Cutlass there. We're not gonna land yet. Maybe what we'll do, yeah, we'll head up here and we'll actually start the, one of the quest lines there, and then at that trade station, we'll see if we can find a, find another pilot. Although, let me see if... Okay, so let's look at this guy here. Hopefully I don't overrun the, Alright, do you have anything on you that I can sell? Talati Travel Engine. We don't need that. So there we go. So we got about 300,000 from that.
Engine stopped.
Let's stop our engines for now. We'll do like all-around thrusters. That'll give me an extra 10,000. I have Mark II shields. I'm gonna leave that on him. Oh, it came with a mining drill. That's cool. Sometimes they put... I don't know if they changed it, but they used to put guns on these sometimes. Like, why would I have guns on this thing? Mining turret. Bolt gun. Nope. Mining turret. That'll give us a few, maybe 10,000. Okay, so this is good. Oh, and it's really well equipped. So that's nice. Consumables. Don't need these. Don't need these. Don't need these. I'll let you have some flares. I'm not gonna buy crew here because they're too expensive. Okay, well that's nice. So, all of a sudden we're rich.
Activated.
I'm keeping the ship though, I don't want to sell it. You're only gonna get, which doesn't matter, I mean you're only gonna get like a couple 100,000 for the hull. It's way more useful as a mining ship. Alright, am I going the right direction? I am. I'm not gonna worry about any missions yet. We're just gonna head out and get our, Now, I don't have anything scouted though. Like, is there anybody buying ore or silicon? Let's see. Nothing yet, so I gotta get some systems scouted out.
Danger.
Oh, shit.
Hazardous region detected.
We made it.
Travel mode is not possible. Travel mode activated.
Oh, and that actually, that was enough damage that it actually pulled me out of travel mode, too. Let's see here. Let's change channel mode, make interdiction. Cutlass is such a cool ship to start with, very capable. Yes, and the fact that you can put any of the engines on any of the ships means, like, it was too slow. It was only like 3,500 travel speed, but now I can go, and that's one of the things I'm gonna do is we're gonna go put a like a Paranid engine on it. That way we can get up to, like, you know, 5,000 or 5,500 travel speed, which is just a world better, which is great. We'll look at its guns and stuff too now that we've got some cash. You can't be wrong with the Terran DLC. Ships are cool and good. It's way nice to see the ships are cool and good. There is a way nice to start the game through a quest in most proper. Yeah, people love that starting quest, and they like to steal the that medium-sized ship in the very beginning because it's so good.
Entering
It's so
system.
like
Second
powerful to
contact.
have one of those early games. So yeah, a lot of people do the Terran quests. They're very short. I slightly just. Oh, you wanted like more, kind of a more in-depth story to it. I like the Paranid Scout. Goes like 7K. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's usually one of the ships I go for first. If I'm not doing the DLC ships, I start going for Paranid. But, like I said, with the engine changes, we might be good to go. Let's see if we can hit it correctly. We did. Alright, so we're gonna go to Hatikva, and we're gonna get that quest line just started real quick. We're not gonna dive too deep into it, but we'll get it started, and then we'll head in the direction of the headquarters. I don't think I'm gonna do the boron stuff yet. We're gonna open up highway access first and get a ship before we do that. Although the boron stuff does give you a ship, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about that just yet. I like the Paranid Scout. That goes 7. Oh yeah, that goes 7K. Yep.
This automated message is being broadcast
Didn't he just tell us this?
in the proximity of Heretic's end.
I thought he just told us all this, like 2 seconds ago.
Extraordinarily rare reactivation of the jump gate. The Alliance of the Word has assembled an expedition
Now-
to study this rare event.
I would like to get to some of the Avarice DLC stuff, but I don't know if I'll get to that. We'll see where we're at. I don't know if I'll get to that today yet.
Welcome to join us.
Docking aborted. Docking aborted.
Okay, I do want to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Yeah, and we should easily be able to find a couple of crew members here. I think what we'll also do. Oh wait, I don't have a docking computer, do I? No, I don't. There and go back. Should be okay. Where am I? There we go. Yeah, you read it twice. Yeah.
Successfully docked.
All right, so let's get up here.
Welcome.
And then, where is the Hatikva quest? I think somebody should have, probably while I was babbling, somebody was telling me about it. Mission offers. Here we go. So accept this. She actually won't appear until you accept that. I think that's like what's-his-face's ship right there, too. Now, some of this dialogue it won't let you skip through, but
Please come in.
let me see if I can.
Ah, this must be the new recruit.
Yep.
This is Dalbasta.
Nope, gotta watch
He's
it.
been helping us in our efforts to expand our business.
That's one way of putting it.
As you may have heard, a Hatikva freighter was destroyed earlier today. It
I don't
seems
think,
that the scale plate pact
I think I
don't
might
like the
wait.
idea of us going
I might
clean.
wait to do the envoy stuff too. I really want to get some money coming in before I dive too much into
That's
that.
something we're looking to improve
I
on.
kind of like, the goal would probably be to get some of this passive
you're
income
willing, I'd
going,
like you to help
and
us.
then while that's generating,
Our
then
goal
we
is
can
to
go
break all
do
ties with scale plate, while
stuff
making
like
sure
the
they don't
boron
continue
stuff,
harassing
get
us.
the envoy, things like that.
Easier said than done. But with the right preparation, I'll have them eating.
We could go, honestly, I could go get the Hyperion,
I look forward to
and then
working
you can literally just sell the thrusters on the Hyperion, and you've got like 6 million in the
He's
bank.
nothing if not
But it just,
confident.
I feel bad when I do that, so I think I'm gonna skip that for
what
now.
do you say?
I'm in.
Glad to hear. I'm
Go. I think I can catch him before he... Nope, I missed him. Sometimes I can catch him before he gets on the lift. There he is.
Ah, Captain. What? She's in you. So,
Got it.
what can I do for you?
Where can I help?
Eager to get started.
I
Need more
am.
help, you'll be lucky. We'll send you.
Okay, thank you.
Fast traveled.
Alright,
We've uploaded the worm to your ship
so
database.
that's in there.
Don't worry, it won't do anything to your systems.
Okay. Now you're
Hello.
probably... No, I'm not
Goodbye.
gonna do that. Let's take a little bit of a look around and see if we can find a captain here. Let's see here. Oh, I just want to check too. Okay, good. So I did the new chat thing, and I just want to make sure it's actually popping up on the screen, and it was. So that worked at least, so that's good. So that's one thing that actually worked. Is there any advantage? Let's see here. Reddit Choice Liver content. Thank you. Appreciate that. One voice is generated by AI. The other is a true voice actor. Guess which? Yeah. You mean between those two people? I think that is she AI, and then Dal is the. Well, no, because they've done new Dalbasta dialogue, so Dal would be the AI, wouldn't it? Scraping is a great way. It's a way of getting money. Oh, scrapping, yeah, exactly. Like, if we get in there, yep. It's a little more involved as far as the quest line goes, though, so I may not do it just yet. But we probably should do that soon. Just because, yeah, the systems are so popular. Is there any advantage to owning a sector? Not really. I mean, it's still the same. That didn't change at all. It's just going to be you get the green border around it, and then you get to set the rules within that sector. So there's that if you want that. I miss the free small freighter. Yeah, I kind of do too. I kind of liked... It just felt satisfying to get a free ship. They'll give us some cash. Once we do 2 or 3 steps into this quest line, they'll give us like 400,000 credits. All right, so you are affordable. You can be a captain.
I will do my utmost to help you maximize your profits.
Good. I like to hear that. All right, so you are also relatively inexpensive. You can go here. No, not captain. You just do service crew.
Thank you. I will do my best to justify your...
We'll buy, none of these are any good. We'll buy some books, maybe. Oh, there you go. Leo,
Hello.
you're gonna go to the drill.
I'm looking forward to
I'm gonna
working with
take a quick lap and give him like 3 or 4. You know what? We're not gonna do that. Let's go, instead of doing that, let me go to the property owned. The drill vanguard, we need to get some of this stuff scouted. So I think what I want him to do, the gate should be here. So I'm gonna have you fly the mining ship to here. And that should discover the gate, and then you're gonna get into the other second contact, and you're gonna make your way over to the equipment dock that's right here. That way we get some of this explored. And here in a minute, we're gonna get ourselves a scout. So I think maybe what we'll do is I won't sell this ship once I get a new one. This ship I'm gonna use to scout out and get some of this stuff explored so that I can find good places for these guys to mine. That's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. The other chat doesn't work on the screen when full screen. Not sure if it's stuck for others. Oh. Well. Yeah, it looks like it's not. 2 more minutes, we're good to go. Let me do a test message here. I'll see if I can. I'm not gonna mess with it too much, but we'll reload some of this.
Attention all departing pilots. Pirates have been seen in the sector. Be careful.
Yeah, looks like it's not. Well, sorry guys. I apologize for that. Let's do this then. If it's not popping up on the screen, we won't worry about that today. And I'll get it off of the screen so you guys don't have to. That's probably part of the, let's do this. There we go. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, that'll get it off the screen. I think most of you guys are here on YouTube anyway, so it's fine. We'll just do the one chat there. The chat doesn't work on screen. Just picked up X4 and your videos have been really... Yeah, no worries. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nano. Glad they helped. Okay. What was I doing before I got infinitely... Oh, there we go. So we're not going to sell this. We're going to use this as the, as our scout. That's going to be the expedition that leads to the Boron. And we've got people flying around now to discover some of these systems. Let's go get our... Let's go get our headquarters. And then we'll be able to get this guy doing his job. I don't think I'm even gonna upgrade him.
Through an external vulnerability. You can usually find some on poorly maintained stations. We leave it up to you which station to target.
Now,
Just let the program do its thing.
I am gonna try to tailor... I haven't gotten all the mechanics down yet, but when I do this quest, there's certain systems that it'll default into that are really hard to get to or have too many. Like there's a system over near Argon Prime that it always sends you to if you just let it pick a system for you, to where there's like a ton of xenon and stuff in there, and I don't want that. So we're gonna try to find a system to scan before it assigns one to us. That way we just make it as easy as possible. We also need to, for the bomb, I'm not gonna worry about trying to loot the stuff. We're just gonna go to pirate stations and we'll try to buy all the supplies that we need for getting like a spacesuit bomb, because we're gonna need one of those for the quest line. Let's see here. How many hours of X4 do I have? I have, oh god, dude, trust me, man, there's people with way more knowledge than me, but it's like, I think I have 800 hours, 800 or 900. I don't think I've hit 1,000 yet. But yeah, I just keep coming back. It's like, I'll move on to other things and play other games, and then it's like, when the newness of a lot of the games wears off, I come back to X4. It's just so relaxing. I love it. I have been diving a lot into Eve lately, so I think we're gonna do some content there. But I'm not the guy to do. Although I have like a couple of characters that are like 20 years old in Eve, but I've moved back and forth so much within Eve, like left and came back, that there's no way I could do guides on it at this point. So I've got to decide what route to take. I might live stream it. I mean, not this weekend, obviously. We're doing the X4 thing. But if I live stream it, I think I got to figure out how I want to do it. I don't think I'm going to cover anything up. People will like black out all of their information in Eve so that people can't find them and gank them. I think I'm just going to fly cheap ships and just leave all the information on screen. And if people want to come out and, you know what I mean, do the Eve thing, then they can come out and do the Eve thing. I'll even fight them if they want to do it legit. But yeah, I think that's going to be coming too, is I want to do some Eve stuff. How is the game? The game's awesome. I love it.
Entering system.
I would venture to say, I really do like No Man's Sky, to tell you the truth. But I would venture to say, with all of the updates and everything they've done over the last year or so, I would put X4 ahead of No Man's Sky as probably the best like space simulation game out there, I think. And I love No Man's Sky, so that's like saying something.
What's going on?
What game is this meant for? You mean like what kind of player? Well, I mean, it's single player. It's meant to be just like open world. And Star Citizen, I purchased Star Citizen 15 years ago, but I haven't gone back recently, so I can't speak to Star Citizen. People are starting to like it a lot. The question with Star Citizen I would have for you, Lysergic, would be, is it actually a video game yet? Like, that's my question. Okay, let's get our... Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, because he's doing like the slow roll. Alright, Bozo's gonna tell us some stuff. Yeah, that was my thing getting into Star Citizen, or going back into it, is the times I jumped in, it's like, okay, this is just a tech demo, like what is any of this? So I need it to feel like a video game, but I mean, as far as what they're trying to do, yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I came over from Elite because I ran out of things to do there. I like Elite. It's 80% of the way to being a video game. Okay, so they're getting there. Hopefully,
docking target is too far away.
The impression that I get is that they're fast tracking the pathway to an actual video game a little bit more now than what they used to in the past.
Docking granted.
I don't know if they're kind of seeing like, hey, we need to get the ball rolling on this, or if they're just at that stage in development. But yes. Yeah, maybe I'll tip to take a look. Eve first, though, for sure. But yeah, that was the only thing with it. It was absolutely gorgeous. I love the ships. I love the flight model. And it was kind of the same thing. It was the same thing with Elite Dangerous. Like, it's gorgeous. The ships are amazing, and I love that you can... That is 90% metagaming. If you don't play with the community, you'll get bored. Probably. That could be where I went wrong. I'm like doing it as like a single player experience. But I ran out of stuff. Like it was... I don't know, it's hard to explain. It was one of those games where it was like, I'm playing... And I'm talking about Elite Dangerous. Like I'm playing the game, and I'm like, I really, really like this, and then I don't stay. So, I don't know, I can't point to a specific thing and saying that's busted. So, I don't know. Am I not allowed to go there yet? I think I have to wait until he's... Oh, he hasn't passed it to me yet. Okay, we'll wait for him to do that. Elite has an amazing combat system and flight model, but there's not much beyond that. I did a lot of the exploration, like in No Man's Sky. I mean, that's the whole point of the game. You just hop from planet to planet to planet, and you just keep going one after the other, explore and scan and make money and stuff like that, which I really, really enjoy. When I started doing that in Elite, I actually did enjoy it because it was fun to kind of manage the flight model and to do everything correctly. You really felt engaged with it. The only thing I didn't like is they don't have any variety. Like, they really need to put assets into the game. Like it can't be the same sponge on every planet in the entire universe, you know what I mean? Or the same, like, plant on every planet in the entire universe. So, like, I think maybe that's part of it, is they've got to mix it up and add more Like they've got everything that they want, like this whole surface level content, and then they need just to add depth to all of the content, and then you'll just stay there. But I don't know, maybe that's just me being, maybe I'm just babbling there. The flight model on X4 is on par with Elites. Now it's pretty close. It's not quite as like Newtonian as Elite though, but it is really, really nice, and it feels really good to fly the ships for sure. They also upgraded, where was I going? Oh yeah, Science Liberty. They also did a lot of upgrades on the on like the third person camera. That was done maybe like a year and a half or 2 years ago, I think, but that really made a big difference for me, is because that's usually how I like to fly. Okay, so how are we doing?
Hello there. Yeah,
okay, so research, we're not going to be able to do it. Well, actually, we've got a little bit of cash.
As you can see, there is much to do.
Like, let's go to.
Find mention of this teleportation irresistible.
I don't want to spend 175,000 yet, so we're gonna chill out. We're gonna chill out on that for now.
Elite. Vanguard.
Actually, let's do this. Let me see if, because I have a shop. If you have a dock, you have a shop. So let's go to the shop. I want to see if there's any of the bomb parts here in this station. Because if there are, I'll just buy them. Let's see here. Flight model on X4. I did a lot of deep exploration, but the lack of variety killed it. Yeah. Having on-foot gameplay as well is great, but it's totally separate from the ships. Yeah, and I'm curious to see how they do it. Now, I mean, definitely I should take another look. I feel like I should take another look as soon as these, whatever they're calling them, these dungeons, these like instance deployments, you know what I mean, things that are coming up with that update. So that could actually be something interesting. It's a way more casual than what they would normally have. Let me adjust my size here so I can see things a little better. It's more casual content than what they've done before, that's for sure. But it might actually be interesting and vary things. I thought it was just on foot combat, but it looks like from the videos I'm seeing here, it'll actually be like kind of like ship combat and stuff too, as part of the missions, which is really, really good. I have Elite, but a hard time. Let's see here. How soon should you start getting into production modules for stuff like hull parts? I mean, it's expensive, so kind of as soon as you can actually afford it.
Can I help?
I would do Claytronics and hull parts as early as you can, but it's more complicated to say that because they are, you know, it's going to take like 50 million, give or take, to get that up and running. So you need to do that. I think you need some cash flow first so that you can actually get those things moving. So first things first is to do, I wouldn't do like a hull part station first. I would do something more simple. Like what I'm going to do is when I'm doing stations, I do mining hubs and do like energy cells and stuff like that, because those are easy to do and they don't cost like 50 million per station and require all these resources. Like a hull part station needs a ton of ships to support it, so it's pretty involved. So that's almost like it's like a step 2. Like do some of the basic stuff first and then evolve into that. You could even just do selling resources and do like a resource station. You can do the refined metals and things like that. Build a station that makes the stuff that you need for hull parts, and then you can upgrade that to a hull parts station later on. All right, show me your wares. Sometimes they just have spacesuit bombs right here. There's the bomb launcher, which I'm not gonna worry about. Remote detonators. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 of these.
Here you go.
And then it's illegal, so we'll have to dump it if we don't get the stuff that we need. I don't know if, let's see here, goodbye.
Good luck out there.
What else do I need for a bomb? We're gonna need a couple of bombs. Let's go to, is it contraband or is it hardware? It's hardware. So spacesuit bomb, remote detonator, secure container, unstable crystal. Okay. So we got a couple of remote detonators, so we're okay there. Hope the upcoming operations update will make Elite more attractive. Yeah, hopefully. I have Elite, but I have a hard time Hard to learn how to use the controls. Yeah, the controls do take some getting used to, but one thing I will give Elite is once you get the flight controls down, it's really rewarding. So it actually feels really good once you figure it out, but it's in the dark. You're in the dark for sure.
Elite Vanguard.
To start with. It's one of those games where you almost have to do, you almost have to watch a tutorial video for it. I'll say fighting the Thargoids in Elite is crazy fun. Haven't done that yet. A lot of people have said that what I'm missing or getting wrong is I'm not doing enough of the combat. We're gonna go through this gate just to open it up as well. Go through a non-save system. Got ambushed and lost everything. Uninstalled, never came back. I will say, yeah, if you play, there is a ganking element to it. So if you're playing online, for sure. I loved X4 when I tried it 1 or 2 years, but it is complicated. But it doesn't have to be, Rafante. Like you can just go around and just do missions. So that's one thing you can do. The game does present it in such a way to where you think, oh, I have to be doing all this stuff. But really, you can just fly around, do some basic missions, do simple stuff. You'll figure out how to fly the ships. And then from there, you just build a basic station and figure that out. And don't even worry about all the complicated stuff. And just let the game world do its thing. So you don't have to do the complicated stuff. Let's see. Oh, we're doing diplomacy. Okay. Alright, let's get through here just so we can open this up, and we'll have to watch the split cutscene. There we go. Okay. Got a lot of mails too. We're getting a lot of messages all at the same time here. Alright, where am I going? I gotta go south. We gotta go space south.
Long range scan mode activated.
There should be a station around here too. There's usually one over here. Maybe not this time.
Travel mode activated.
But we do need to go this direction. We've got to get past the resource cloud slightly, and that's where we should find the cutlass. Did a Wing Commander? I did Wing Commander like a long time ago too. That game is so old. It was so cool though at the time. Does custom made don't have very good station modules? Yeah, it doesn't like. With the custom game start, one of the things you do have to set often is the, I'm just looking out for, because there's usually Ka and a few other things here. Yeah, you do have to watch out for like what it actually gives you. Because sometimes if you just do like just a naked custom start, you won't know any blueprints. Whereas when you do these types of quest ones like the Young Gun, it'll actually give you a bunch of blueprints as part of it. Let's see here. Instead of setting up a bunch of options on a UI, determine how the ships could react to this or that. It could be something in-game, a captain in the ship. Squad shows up in 3D. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, are you talking about like user interface for Elite? Or are you talking about X4? Thanks. Steal them with EMP bombs. Yeah, you can steal them with EMP bombs for sure. Some ones you can't, like the shipbuilding and stuff, but a lot of the manufacturing ones you can definitely steal. Oops. Alright, so we're getting past the resource cloud. I never quite get this one right. I usually have to like hunt around a little bit for it, but it's at about in this direction. It's like here is where it should be. Found someone streaming X4. Yeah. It kind of is like it's hard. It's so niche, but it's so good. But yeah, there's a couple people like I think Captain Collins, I think is the guy's name. He does a lot of streaming too. So there's a couple people that started doing it, which is nice. I feel like the space game genre as a whole is blowing up a little bit. So I think you'll see more content made as time goes on, especially with 40K blowing up the way it has over the last like 10 years or so. That's almost the tide that like raises all boats, I think. We'll see how it goes once some of these like Total War and some of the RTS games come out for that. Let's see here. Yeah, you can. I can do the advanced satellite thing. I tend not to. I don't know, man. I get that. There's a couple things, like when I do the satellite thing, or when I do like the Hyperion thing and like some of the other quick sale stuff, I get detached from the story or from the playthrough. So I tend to do it like this. Now, am I doing it the perfect way or the most efficient way? I'm not. I'm doing it a good way. Like, you can get going the way that I'm doing it for sure, but there are a couple methods that are way faster.
Scan mode activated.
I mean, I can show you guys what he's talking about with the satellites if you guys don't know already. It is something that really works well. Alright, so let's get you here. Alright, so this is going to be our ship. Nobody is nearby yet. I am going to do some repairs. Alright, this is going to take just a second, but we're going to do some repairs just so I don't have to pay for it. It's a small ship, so this won't take that long. Favorite personal ship? The shuttle. Yeah, the shuttle from Timelines. It's just awesome. The Piranhas, yeah, those are really nice. I do like some of the Paranid ships, but let's see here. What's your favorite personal? Is someone to steal blueprints from SCAs there? Probably. I mean, maybe for some of their facilities. Maybe if I've never tried it. Maybe if it's a common facility, like if it's the SCA, like a storage container or something like that, that's the same for everyone else. Then you can probably do it. Not for this game doesn't have anything close to the planet rendering. No, it doesn't. Maybe the next game ever happens. I don't know. I don't know that they'll ever do like planetary landing in X4. I don't think that's really their thing. I think it's all going to be like space-based for sure. You can do like the terraforming so you can interact with the planet and use the planets to enhance your space fleets, basically. But I don't think you'll ever see like landing on a planet or anything with these guys. I mean, who knows, they'll surprise, but I doubt it. Played 40 hours of the game and want to go back to playing 2 years later. Nothing specific, man. You would just come in, Rafante, and I mean, if you played a couple of years ago, you're gonna know a lot already. You're just gonna find that the user interface is a little bit better. And really that's it. It's really doing the exact same thing. Startup options, I mean, kind of what I'm doing here is you go around and get some of the DLC ships and they give you kind of a little bit of a leg up. You can also do, there we go.
Docking granted.
All right, let's dock with this guy here because we're gonna fly this baby. Let me get I'll actually show you what I mean with the Elite. So like if I were to go to the Elite Vanguard and I go to here, you can actually do this. Go to upgrade, go to consumables. Advanced satellites are 44,000 here. So you can do as many as you can carry. So like with this, I mean, it would cost me like $1.5 million, which we don't have yet, but you can buy as many as you can actually afford. And even on a tiny ship like this, you can fit them. And then you can go here and I'll show it to you. And then you go to consumables and they're going to buy them for 50,000. Now, a lot of times this can actually get way higher. Like you'll see this get into like the 70,000 range at some of these stations. And when you see that, you can make millions. You can make like $1 million, $1.5 million credits just on one run from this going back and forth and selling the satellites. So even right now you'd make 10,000 per satellite. So if we did that with this one, I mean, we'd probably make like 300,000 or 400,000 credits from doing it. But if you waited until this was into the 70s, you just make a killing and you'll be rich like right away. That's what they mean by the advanced satellite thing. You're just selling consumables back and forth, which is totally, I don't know. For me, it detaches me from the playthrough, but people do that all the time. All right, so you're gonna go here. Let's get you a travel engine. It's never gonna be fast, but, and then let's get you a Mark II shield just so you can actually survive. Otherwise, we're not gonna do too much with you. Let's get you a trading computer so I can use you for that type of scouting. Grab one more crew member. I think I did get hit. I took a little bit of damage from the dust clouds. So you head there and get that taken care of. Let's go to our drill miner. Oh, he didn't just go. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, so you, all right, just explore. I'm just gonna have him fly through here, and then we'll have him just open up these systems. I totally forgot about him as I was talking. That's one thing. That's like a skill you have to learn. Is you have to learn how to like interact and stream and play the video game at the same time and keep track of everything. It's like, what are the? No, not that. What are the stats? Oh, look at that. I don't remember it being this... I could be wrong, but I don't remember the speed being this high to begin with. At 4,700. That's definitely like 1,000 meters per second higher than what it was before. Excuse me. The, oh, bird there. The burst weapon damage went down with the balancing. So that's a little bit less than what it used to be. But that's actually a lot better. I may not even have to think about... Holy... Here, let's do this.
Travel mode deactivated.
I don't know if we can... We should be able to handle this. How do I have 5 messages already? That must be all the quests opening up.
Steering mode deactivated. Forager. Steering mode activated.
Okay, let's see where we're at.
Steering mode activated.
Yeah, he's holding up just fine.
Forager.
Okay, we're not overheating. Oh yeah, look at that. This ship is great.
Travel mode activated. Queen's Guard.
Okay.
Travel mode deactivated.
Now, one thing I didn't do while I was testing the beta is I never dove into...
Travel mode deactivated.
Oh. See, there's the talking and playing at the same time thing. I never dove into salvaging these guys. You can actually salvage these guys just like your normal wrecks. Jeez.
Flight assist deactivated.
Okay. You can actually salvage these guys just like you do regular wrecks and get really valuable resources for it. Have you? Oh, that's the timeline stuff. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Let me see if once I get to Hull, let's see what he can do. He's obviously not, he's not doing enough damage to get through my shield, so that's kind of nice. I'm not overheating. All right, so we should be okay. I should actually actively dodge or something. There we go. Yeah, this is, I'm not even trying to. Yeah. This does really, really well. I like this ship. Weapons you got? Let me see. I'll pull them up. Sorry guys, I lost track of that. The theme is actually no specific theme, Nichols. It's actually going to be me just trying everything out. Like with this playthrough, we're just wide open. We can do anything we want, fly any of the ships that we want to. We're just going to build up an economy and really just test out the game now that the update is live. So I don't have anything specific other than just building up, making money, and build ships and try things out. That's really the thing. Use satellite start just to start my stations. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's the satellite thing will make you money. If you're like, you know what, I don't want to do all this crap in the beginning. I just want to get to it, and I just want to build stations. It's one of the best ways to do it. Is just get you there. Has actual lore and stories to play. Yep. Yeah, it actually has really good lore, to tell you the truth. I could use a little bit of that, and it was fantastic, but I couldn't advance much from there. Yeah, I haven't tried it out yet. I got a little lost when I was trying to build a station. I mean, the advice I'd say there, I mean, you'll see, like, we're going to be doing this for a few days, but it's like, we're going to start small. We'll start with small stuff and we'll build up from there. That's the best way to do it, is just take one tier and start with the lower tiers and build stations just to build that and get it working, and then just advance from there. It's the easiest way to do it. You can't have any kind of fleet you want. You just build up a ship and put the NPC to control it. I feel like I'm playing again. Yeah. Yeah, this game is great now. Yeah, see, like the travel mode bubble and the exhaust it looks so good now. Like, I totally want to be able to see all the stars and stuff around here. I totally want that. Alright, so how's the stream doing? Did it explode yet? No, it looks pretty stable. That's good. Let's see here. Let's give orders. To be honest, X4 feels almost like a Mountain Blade, kinda. Yeah, that's Mountain Blade's a good comparison. I haven't played that game in years, but yeah, that's a really good one. Play at the same time. Yeah, I mean, you can give sort of. I would say usually what I end up doing as far as fighting and giving commands at the same time, usually what I'll end up doing is I'll have one of the destroyers of the large ships that I'll land on, and I'll be sitting on that ship, and then when they're all settled in and doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, then I can, if I want to use a fighter to help like take out some surface elements or something, then I can jump in and do it, at least in fleet battles. Glad I was able to catch one of these. Yeah, welcome to the Oki, welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. There are hotkeys to tell your wingman to target certain things so you don't get limited control. You can always pause. Yeah, you can pause and give orders. And the hotkey list is enormous. I mean, this is like if you go to controls, and I just go just game controls, I mean, you can set just about anything you want. I mean, it's really, really good. Like, those are MMO levels of hotkey control, which is great. That's like definitely a plus of the game, is you can tailor it. You lose track of it though, like there's so many of them. Once you get it set, the way you like it to, and then you have to do like a, like you have to reinstall or something like that. You come back, it's like, oh my god, what the hell was I doing there? Oh, hang on.
Mayday.
Holy
Mayday.
input.
This is Attaché Brent Sobert aboard the diplomatic vessel.
We're not gonna do that yet.
I'm being attacked by unknown
You know
forces.
what? I'm not gonna do the quest line, but I'm gonna get it started.
Hello, I'm Dr. Daldrino, overseeing this mission.
I'll wait for them to get done talking.
This is a legal operation under
let's see
the
here.
Ectobarrel Code of Conduct.
Get the Envoy DLC. Oh yeah, I have it. Envoy DLC that's what this is right here. I'm not gonna do the whole thing yet though. We're gonna get the Hyperion first. Any special rule set? Nope, just vibing. Just going with whatever we want to do. As a new player, I can tell you that this game is so much worth it. It's really amazing. It really is awesome. Made me find No Man's Sky weak. It is. It does make No Man's Sky feel like really, really casual. I will say though, from an exploration standpoint, No Man's Sky is still ahead of everybody else for sure. Diplomat in stress. All right, let's accept it. Where is he? He's right there.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, so yeah, so this ship should be able to, we should easily be able to get this mission started. When you reach the Paranid, Ally Wharf, check their transporters. They tend to keep quite... Oh. Well, that I didn't know. The transporters I didn't know. I know they have like they have a small scout ship that I really, really like I like the look of.
Oh, thank God.
But I have to do a lot of upgrades to it, because it's pretty slow and stuff too though, but I'm actually curious to see if I can get that, now that I can use anything I want, see if I can get it upgraded.
Engine stopped.
Okay.
Steering mode deactivated.
Alright, we are doing...
I'm Assistant Attaché. I was held up by this attack group. Surprise. Under 9.4, your assistance, including lethal force, is explicitly covered.
Oh, thank you.
Help me, and you'll be compensated.
Thanks for the videos. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad they help. A lot of people seem to find them pretty helpful. Yeah, I appreciate that.
That shot really didn't do much.
For that, pilot.
Okay, can we...
Flight assist deactivated.
Nah, they're too far away.
Activated. Flight assist deactivated. Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, see, that's where I really like having the lasers to shut down their boost. This ship is so beefy for a small.
Elite Vanguard.
Looks like you won't be going home.
Travel mode deactivated.
I do like the instant travel mode on these engines too, because then I can hop in and out all I like.
Flight assist deactivated.
I'm totally overshooting people.
Daldrino to squad leader. Fall back. The situation is getting out of hand. I'll be requesting a strike team to handle this. I repeat, fall back.
I wonder if that doesn't give me a criminal flag, right? Okay. I could have had the ship too, but I fired one more time and destroyed it. I got too bloodthirsty. That's okay though.
Travel mode activated. Flight assist activated. Engine stop.
There we go. Alright, so let's talk to him again.
Citizen, please, I'm transporting historic... Yes. If I made trouble...
I won't, like, bother you guys with the dialogue. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna have us go to Holy Vision. We're not gonna do that yet, though. Let's take the Hyperion route. And here in just a second, I gotta double check my scout ships, too. Because I keep forgetting about them. An endgame crisis, yep. What you see on the stream right now is very early. Yes, we just started. Like, I started this playthrough an hour ago. Hour and 18 minutes ago. Let's see here. Managing massive. You should remember people live because they're watching.
Travel mode deactivate. Entering system. Second contact.
Like the live because there are 119 watching and 23 likes. Yeah, we've got a lot of people here, guys. I appreciate the support. Thank you. It kind of does. It really does. You've got to admit, though, you have to realize what a niche this type of open world is. But I think, like, if they keep improving things, I don't see why this can't be on par with some of the open world builder games like your Arcs and things like that. Like, it's gonna be a different style. Alright, so fly up to here, because the thing should be up there. I need to get these systems discovered. Actually, let's do this. Before I get distracted with anything else, we are going to get the scouting started. Because I've got a mining ship doing my scouting, and that's just silly. But yeah, I feel like this could be, you know, this could, if they can make it good enough, could get just as much attention as like a No Man's Sky and stuff like that. Alright, so let's do fly and wait. Let me get rid of all these filters so I don't have all this clutter. Alright, so we're just gonna do shift and right click and get you to open up this sector, because there should be some mining stations here in this sector. At least 2 or 3 mining ships can get supported by these sectors here. And I'm fat fingering a few things here. There you go. You can see my perfect angles there. I am a professional gamer. Alright, let's see. You don't need it. Stations do take a while to build. Yeah, the game takes time. And yes, it does. Ozone, it does have a learning curve for sure. You know, you build a perfect factory station in that area where NPC drops around 4 or 5 satellites around it. I'm not sure what you mean. I see, so the video was real, no mods, probably, yeah, no mods. I don't know if they're updated yet. Obviously the patch just hit. So I don't know if the mod authors have really updated any of their mods just yet. Alright, so where do we need to go? We need to hit the Void.
Minotaur, Vanguard.
Oh, in this one, I also, when I'm not using it to fly with, I usually have this ship, I usually have this Cutlass do looting here. Like, these guys are constantly fighting. Alright, let me not get too distracted. These guys are constantly fighting, and so I'll have the Cutlass loot at that gate we just left behind. So it's doing like the regular NPC loot, and then I have the Odachi getting me all of the Xenon loot, and I just let them run for hours. So these 2 ships are awesome. So even if you're not flying them personally, they're really, really good looting ships. That's probably what I'll do once I get a replacement. We're gonna use this for a while to fly. Yep, Diama on Twitch. Yeah, so it's Diama on Twitch. That's actually taken on YouTube. There's a, I tried to do that.
Travel mode entering system. Antigone Memorial.
Oh, I have to scan it before it'll actually... Hang on.
Engine stopped.
Let's activate the correct mission. Hyperion sighting set to active. So I need to go to the Void, and I need to scan this gate from the Void. Yeah, Diamant, I tried to actually make this station, just label it Diamant like I do on Twitch, because the Twitch account is actually older. That's from like 5 or 6 years ago. But there's some company, some like German company or something called Diamant that actually has that on YouTube. I was pretty shocked.
My AI core has stopped crunching numbers. Now let's have a look.
Let's see here.
The
I don't know,
AI
I
core
started...
estimates a less than 3% chance that the Hyperion went through here. I'd say try scanning another one.
Some really good mods that'll speed things up. Marcelo, yeah, there's some really good mods that that change the balancing of the game for sure. The Star Wars mod is... Wait, did I not do the...
Antigone Memorial.
Why am I not doing this? Did I not get a chance to scan this yet?
Entering system. The Void.
Alright, so here's the gate.
Scan mode deactivated.
Scan mode active.
Scan mode activated.
Why am I not scanning this gate?
Travel mode activated.
I'm very confused why this isn't working.
Scan mode activated.
There's scan mode.
Jump gate. Get Sofune.
But it doesn't want me to scan...
Jump gate. Antigone
Oh, it's
Memorial.
Antigone Memorial. Okay, I did Antigone Memorial. Like, I'm being dumb. That's the gate I need right over there. That's right, I got distracted. Yeah, there's tons of mods on Nexus, yep. Like it is for Starfield, for example. I know some mods were already working on beta. Yeah, I don't think the active ones shouldn't take very long to go ahead and do it. You missed her chat. You said it was the scan a different gate. I did. I totally got distracted.
Unknown object.
That should be the gate right there, I think. See there. Scan another one. Yeah, here we go. So we'll get the Hyperion moving.
Mode deactivated. Scan mode activated.
I think once the Hyperion is moving, we'll open up the highway.
Yes, it's
There we
a
go.
winner. The ship for sure passed through this one. Let's go.
Alright, so now we need to go
Entering system.
this direction.
Frontier edge.
That should be our gate right there.
Myrna here.
They did increase the
Alright,
visibility
new
of the
sector,
gates.
old
Like, you can
procedure,
see
you know
them
the
almost
drill.
anywhere in the
Scan
sector
gates
now.
and accelerators, uplink your data, and let me crunch the numbers.
Before
Let's
you'd
do
have to
this.
get relatively close.
Travel mode deactivated. Scan mode activated.
Okay.
Yes, it's a winner.
Keep trying to
The
play
ship for
Star
sure
Citizen
passed
and
through
never get
this
into
one.
it. The game
Let's
looks
go.
bland. Well, it's, yeah, Star Citizen, like, I can't say too much because I can't say that I bounce off pretty quick when I try.
Myrna here. Please
There it
scan
is right
local
there.
gates and transit accelerators and uplink the data.
Yeah, it's just incomplete. A bit directionless, because it's not really a video game. It's kind of like more of an alpha where they're putting things in. So you just don't know where to go or what to do because the game's not telling you. The game doesn't tell you how to play the video game, so it just feels weird and off. Star Wars Inner Worlds, yeah, that's the name of the mod. People love that mod. I actually can't. You can't stream it though, because you can't do any of the sound effects. Like, you can't make videos or stream it too much without the sound turned off, which Star Wars without sound really sucks. Because it'll trigger the Disney filters the moment you do that, so it's like you just can't even do it.
Yes, it's a winner. The ship for sure passed through this one. Let's go.
Okay,
Myrna
so it
here.
should be
Please scan
right
local gates and
there.
transit accelerators and uplink the data.
Hyperion will be right over here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Odachi. I forgot. Now that we have this ship, we can go get the Odachi. So we'll get the Hyperion, we'll get the Odachi, and then from there we'll actually open up the highway. There's always this laundry list in the beginning of the game. We're doing pretty good. We got about 400,000. Once we get this Hyperion moving, and we'll get through the dialogue. Actually, the first thing we've got to do is check back in with the scouts and the mining ship, because I actually haven't found any refineries just yet.
Oh gosh, we found her. Would you look at that? There she is. The Hyperion right under our noses. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh. Gotta be careful.
This is Myrna Ray calling the pilot entity of the Hyperion.
Now you can. Now I can spacebar.
What do we? And if it be whole. You were now. I understand.
Yep. Go to the God Realm.
But I'm.
And the autosave. That's actually probably a good idea. I haven't even saved yet. Although there's no problems. I mean, from the beta, everything's been very, very stable, so we should be good. I don't think there's been. I haven't found any, like in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't had any like stability problems at all. I always pictured bots with things from the Matrix. Yeah, I know. I have heard for the Disney bots, I think some of the older games. What were the BioWare games called again? I can't even remember. They were the Old Republic. If you do some of the KOTOR music, that actually passes muster for some reason. So I think you can run that in the background, so you still have Star Wars music. But I don't know if like the sound effects trigger anything, which they might. Like if you like a TIE fighter engine or the lightsabers or like the laser weapons and stuff. Oh, we gotta go.
Flight assist deactivated. Flight assist activated.
I think that stuff and the sound effects will actually add Knights of the Old Republic. But I think some of the lightsaber and engine sound effects still trigger things. I kind of don't want to test it out because it's like, I thought, okay, well maybe I'll try it and see what gets triggered, but I don't want like hits. You know what I mean? Because the moment they start plugging your account with stuff like that, then it starts causing problems for you. So you can't even really experiment with it. That's probably by design also. All right, I'm gonna F5 because I've got one of my cats getting curious. They literally jumped on top of my computer case and shut my computer down the other day. So I don't want to have to restart this playthrough. Yep, there he goes. You can see him passing through there.
Entering.
All right, so we'll go through here, and then yes, because thanks for the reminder, we go to Getsu Fune. And then from there, we're gonna start on the highway and get some things open. Also,
travel mode deactivated.
Before I forget, we also need to go back to, okay, the scout hasn't done anything crazy yet. Have we found where is this gate? It's in this like weird spot. All right, you go here. Fly there and wait. There's a gate here somewhere, and it's always like in this weird little spot, and I miss it sometimes when I have these guys do the exploration on the ships.
Travel mode activated.
Maybe what we'll do, maybe we'll just open up those gates next, just so we can get that started. We need to get to Grand Exchange, because those are good mining sectors as well, so we got to get those opened up. All right, so we want Z+. We want to be going straight north. Yeah, right to there. Hi, buddy. Are you gonna break my stuff? Cool. Alright, so we're going to... Wait, let's see. We're heading to Getsu Fune. D, are you currently playing full vanilla? No mods. I actually never got into the mods on this game. I always meant to try the Star Wars mods because I'm a giant Star Wars nerd, but it was like I never actually got around to it. All right, buddy, what are you doing?
A lot has changed, some of which beyond recognition. We will take our time to update our understanding.
Yeah, they're gonna make their way over to Paranid space, and then we'll actually be able to go claim the ship. Now, it actually gives you a fighter. There's actually a really nice Paranid fighter docked on the Hyperion too, so you're kind of loaded once you get that ship. But I think I'm gonna hold off. I think I'm gonna hold off on selling. I think I'm gonna hold off on selling stuff for the Hyperion, and we'll just earn it like the old-fashioned way, I think. And we'll just keep the Hyperion and the fighter ship it gives you intact. We might be able to use it though. Like we might be able to grab that ship and put a better travel, and not a travel engine, like an all-around engine on it, and maybe we can switch over to that. We'll see though. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, good cat. They are. They're good cats. They're young though. They're both about a year old. So they'll beat the crap out of each other for 2 hours, and then take a nap together, and then beat the crap out of each other for another 2 hours, and that's like their life. So things get knocked over and busted and moved around in the house all the time. And he can't make up his mind, so he'll crawl in and out of the lap like 50 times before he's done. He kind of is, but he's a bit of a backseat and he's not very helpful. Let's see, is it still marked? Yeah, so there's the Odachi. There it is right there. And that's nice, like when you discover the ships, it'll just keep them marked, so you don't even have to think about that at this point. I just asked Claus, and apparently all the logic files for X4 are open and easy to change. Oh, really? So it's easy to mod then? The no radio cackle? Because in the future all radio signals are... Let's see here. Oh, you mean like all of the random signals and stuff that they give you? Okay, you are directly in front of the screen at this point. And there goes my microphone. You see what I mean? The other one just came around too, so he'll pop in here in 2 seconds. Alright, so I'm gonna manage both of you, not have my computer get shut down, and claim this ship, and fight the Xenon off at the same time.
Queen's Guard.
Yeah, we gotta... Oh, it's a Ka. We gotta kill him, because the moment we get out of our ship, he's gonna come over. They are gonna come over.
Travel mode is not possible. Flight assist deactivated.
Okay. Alright. Oh, wow, there's 5 of them. Holy cow.
Forager.
Although they're not gonna really... This ship is so beefy that we're not have to worry about it. Okay, I do want to get you out of the way. I don't want you coming back around.
Queen's Guard. Forager.
They're not doing much to us. I don't remember what shield this comes with. I actually gotta double check. It's gotta have an upgraded shield. Yeah, not the Queen's Guard.
This congregation adopted us readily and recognized our holy mission.
I am happy to hear that. We will be there soon, so you can give us some free stuff. And now that when I use these guys as like looting ships, I never actually have to do the mission where you have to collect all the AI cores and stuff to get the second Hyperion. I just give it like an hour and a half, and they'll all be just sitting there. All right, so this is gonna take a minute because his shields are harder to get through. See if we can tuck in behind him.
Queen's Guard.
Well, at least they're not warping away the way the Xenon do. I do wish they'd have changed that though with the Xenon and the way they just they run away constantly, because that's just kind of annoying. I get it, it's better strategy, they'll survive longer, but I don't care. I just want to kill things, shoot things.
Flight assist activated.
All right, so we killed all 5 of them. Let's go get our Odachi. Let's see here.
Travel mode activated.
Cat's the co-pilot, just ask Claude.
Travel mode deactivated.
AI viewers, stream boo, com. I'm not sure what you mean.
Travel mode
Oh, is there like a
activated.
bot in chat or something? The actual game is okay
Travel mode deactivated.
with mods. Alright, let's get this ship really quick before I get distracted again. Then I'll catch up.
Engine
That is one
stopped.
thing I'm discovering is it's, I mean, I'm not gonna bore you guys with streamer problems or anything, but it is kind of like when you do this, it is pretty amazing how some of the better ones, some of the more popular streamers and stuff, never miss a beat. They're just doing everything that they do, some of them on a professional level, and they can interact with chat and do all those things all at the same
Scan
time.
mode activated.
It's actually kind of impressive. Someday we'll go
Engine
pro.
stopped.
Alright, this ship, I don't think I'm gonna fly this one right now. Oh, I gotta get closer.
Engine stopped.
I think we will just set this up as a looter. And then when I find, because there's a bunch of stuff coming up where I have to have a small ship for it in order to be able to dock at certain things.
Engine stopped.
And that's kind of where the Odachi can be a pain in the butt. So I think we'll just set him up as a looting ship to begin with. All right, so let's get away.
Stopped.
I'm not going to do the repair thing because that will just take forever. Let us go to personnel. It doesn't really matter who I pick. They'll actually get really, really good. So let's go to work someplace else. Go to the Odachi and be the captain there. And then with the Odachi, I want you to go to... Let me see. Now this should be... He should be pretty... Oh, it's a Terran Mark III engine. I mean, it is pretty well loaded, so we don't really need to do anything. Oh yeah, he's got the upgraded shield and everything. Weapons. I'm not changing the weapons because these pulsators, the Terran pulsators are really, really good. We're not going to worry about that. Consumables. Go ahead and sell these off. We're not going to use any of these. That's kind of nice. Oh my god, look at that. Made a ton of money off of that. And then go ahead and buy crew. Oh, 400,000? I'm not going to do that yet. I don't want to spend 400,000 on repairs. I probably should have... Oh, no, well, no, I shouldn't have done that. I should check the price. It should be like half the cost at an equipment dock. So we should be checking that, actually. They're modded. Let's see here. Let me get backed up to here. Sorry, guys, I got distracted there. Yeah, the PE escape drives. Yeah, the escape drives are ridiculous. It's just boring. Just really found out you can repair the leak and abandoned ships to capture them. Yep, just fly right up, go into scan mode, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. The interiors of the ships are just to show that the ships have some interiors. Any ship that... Yes. The Hyperion that we're about to go get here in just a second, and the Envoy are two of the first ships they did that have full-on interiors on the inside of the ship. So those are really, really good. I never modded just because of the first save 1 or 2 months ago. I'm fairly new. Yeah, I mean, modding... I mean, sometimes people can just dive straight into modding if that's your thing. I would totally do it. But I think it is good to understand the vanilla version of the game pretty thoroughly before you start modding, because it's like you won't necessarily understand what you want to mod until you've actually had time to, you know what I mean, play around with stuff and see what you like or don't like. Because sometimes the mods will change things that are just a personal preference of the modder, and it may or may not actually be. You might like the vanilla way better a little bit. They don't do a lot. They look nice and they're pretty cool. I do think the Hyperion has a bench in it, if I'm not mistaken, so that's good. So there is some utility there. And I believe the Envoy has some access to like a personal storage.
Travel mode deactivated. Travel mode activated.
But I do feel like that if they're gonna spend the time and do like tons of interiors, then I think they need to like focus on making them as functional as they possibly can. Okay, so where is the Odachi? Okay, so he's there, so he's almost back now, so he's doing pretty good. Yeah, if I missed any of the chat, guys, I apologize there. You can use the repair laser to capture ships if you repair the leak with it. Oh, I didn't know that. I never even tried that. Like it'll do it basically instantly. Okay. Now you can really mix and match. Yes, you can mix and match modules. I think everything can get mixed and matched, basically, like the weapons and all of the engines, which is awesome. Because that used to be one of the issues. It would be like I would always gravitate towards parented ships because just quality of life. Like you could make them so much faster, and when we're doing stuff like this and you're flying all around the galaxy, having like 3,000 meters a second, even on a ship that you really like, is awful. And so you'd always just not use ships that you like because of that. So yeah, it's a really, really cool change. I'm looking forward to like, really experimenting with some of the ships that I didn't use before because of reasons like that. Be cool if you could control some of the turrets manually on the Capitals. I suppose. You mean like jump into a chair and like do the whole Star Wars thing? Yeah, it means you can get it further away. It's really nice. My question is the new weapons.
Come join us and be rewarded generously.
Oh, just in time. Okay, cool. All right, so let's open up. Let's head over to Paranid space.
Travel mode deactivated.
I think what I'll do is maybe we'll just keep flying this ship because I really like this ship, and maybe we'll use the fighter that comes with the Paranid, that comes with the Hyperion, as the looter in this sector. Oh wait, did we do it? Did we do it? We did it.
True sight.
Are we on it? Yeah, we're going. From what I can see, my question is the new weapons on the Odachian Cusslet. So now we need to have our own research done in shipyard to equip it. No, you can mix and match on these ships too. You can build their stuff. You do need, I think you do need your own facilities to build a lot of, unless it's like the vanilla Terran stuff you can use. But you can also put, like I can put, and I'm gonna look at like what the effect is, but you can put a Paranid engine on this ship and mix and match. So that's, even the DLC ships, like the timeline stuff, you can add and take away the modules. So you're okay there. From what I could see, I don't think this game is gonna be any competitor. I don't know any other game that is supposed to be like this. Not really. No Man's Sky ED does seem to be in the same category. Yes. No Man's Sky could be a competitor, but from an economic simulation standpoint, I don't think it's ever going to compare to this game. I just don't think they're ever going to take that leap. So for like the empire building and automation kind of side of this game, I don't think No Man's Sky will ever be able to do that. So it's tough. You would do that for like the planetary exploration and stuff, and the crafting. I am curious to see, I am looking forward to Light No Fire though. I'm definitely going to be playing that.
Trinity Sanctum.
Alright, where were you over in this spot?
Steering mode activated.
I think I do need to actually add a couple things to the Hyperion though. I don't think it actually has a docking computer to start off with. It should be right over here. Okay, I should be able to land. Oh wait, no, this isn't the Hyperion I get.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, not right away. There's another Hyperion that he gives me, and then you come back later and he gives you that one.
Shipyard. Docking granted.
But yeah, you guys were asking about like the ship interior. I'll show you the inside of the Hyperion once we get there. It's really nice. They did a great job with it. Okay, do I have a docking computer? I do.
Successfully docked.
Okay, so we're gonna get up. Now, I need to make sure that this boat doesn't have any weird orders. Like, I don't want it to fly off and... Okay, yeah, so it's sitting there in hold position. Okay, so it won't move once I get done with it. Alright, so let's go talk to the guy and get our Hyperion. And then there'll be a bunch of dialogue. Yep.
I'm
Goodbye. Got it.
Greetings. Yep. It is you one, however, during we will assess, we will.
Got it. Okay, so he's gonna give us a ship, and then we can come back later and get his ship. So here's this other Hyperion. Okay, so it does belong to us at this point. Now, I don't want it to undock yet. They usually give you a really good pilot, too. Oh, he's a good manager. Oh, I gotta take a look at that. Like, he had almost 3 stars in management. I could use him at the headquarters to start off with. Alright, so let me upgrade this guy. Yeah, see, like if you go here, if you have the Hyperion one, this is 7 million. If you just downgrade to this, then it throws like 6 million in your bank account. So it's like a way to get like a ton of money right off the bat. Alright, so we're not gonna get crazy. I'm not gonna give him like crazy shields or anything. Weapons, what was I looking for? Oh yeah. I was looking for, yeah, he doesn't have a docking computer. Let's just load him up on everything. I probably don't need a lot of this, but I want him to have everything. Consumables, nope, I'm not taking... Okay, so he doesn't have any extra consumables. So this will actually cost us money. He doesn't come with any crew. So we'll give him like 12. I usually want to fill him up on crew, but we can't do that yet. We don't have that kind of money. But let's get you. Let's confirm that. And then we also have, I didn't even notice this the first time I played, there's this Theseus here. And I want to see what it looks like. And they give you this. I mean, this is a really, really nice, like, fighter ship. I mean, I think it even has, it usually has modules that have modifications on them sometimes, too. Yeah, I think these, well, I don't know. But this has, oh, this has the docking computer, and it's good to go. All right, so this one's in really, really good shape. Does it have any consumables? It has some advanced satellites. I think, well, let's see. Let's get the Theseus. And then let's go to upgrade and repair. I mean, I could put the all-around engine on him, which I think we'll do, because that'll give me a little bit of money. And it'll give him faster travel speed. We're going to use him to scout first, and then once we've done a lot of scouting, we're going to use him to... Actually, you know what? He's going to be our looter. We're going to start looting right now. We'll just set that right up. But this comes pretty well loaded. Yeah, good thrusters. It gives you the good shields. It's got weapons that I can't even put on him just yet. Let's put the trading extension on him, and we'll give him some crew. And then that'll give us about 100,000. And then once he's done and he's upgraded, then we'll give him his assignments. I think also, let me look at, it gives us, like if I go to manager and I go to role, yeah, see, he's not a very good pilot, but he's a halfway decent manager. And this guy, oh my god, look at that. That's the Theseus pilot, but he's an awful pilot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him in charge of our HQ. That'll give the HQ a ton of range, and it'll make it a lot easier for me to do the research. And then I can find somebody else to pilot this thing. Okay, cool. All right, let me check on my... All right, let's get up from our seat here. Let's head back to the Cutlass. We are going to double check on the Cutlass and see if we can do any upgrades on that. Let me catch up on... Let's see here. Another option, look at the interior on this ship. Oh yeah, I was going to look at the... Man, sorry guys. Let me get up.
Cutlass. Fast traveled.
Alright, let's fly out. Actually, let me do the upgrades. We'll go out to the Hyperion. I'll show you what that actually looks like. I can't do the upgrades here because this is the shipyard and I need the wharf. Alright, let's find our Hyperion. Why is there... Oh, the Yaki put some towers up there. Okay.
Hyperion.
Alright, so the Hyperion is over here. Let's dock with the Hyperion.
Docking granted.
Now this one's kind of tricky, like if you don't have a docking computer, this one you gotta like line it up about perfect. But if you do, then it doesn't matter, you just crash into the surface and you're good to go.
Successfully docked.
Alright, so this is the interior. And then you can go up here. I mean, the inside is gorgeous. I feel like they've optimized as well, because I remember, I mean, I have a good graphics card and everything, but I remember this used to actually push my PC a little bit. Oh, damn it. and then have come back down. Let's see here. When you try trading in No Man's Sky, for example, compared to X4, you feel how fake. Yeah, it's not really. As far as trading, yeah, the economic side in No Man's Sky, it's pretty casual. You know what I mean? So yeah, they do have a crafting bench. So you got a crafting bench over there, so it has some utility. And it is a nice ship. Now, it's not as durable, and I mean, look at the inside here. Like, the view from this ship is awesome. So if you're flying the ship, it's absolutely amazing to do things from the cockpit on this one. They enabled FSR. They did. I actually used DLSS instead. But yeah, the FSR. Let me see. I'll leave that up for a bit. Like, the FPS is actually much better than it used to be. I mean, even better than it was a couple of weeks ago. Like, I'm getting 70 inside the cabin here, and I don't remember getting that before. So yeah, it's 70 natural frames, and then the frame gen is kicking in to get me up to like 130.
Fast traveled.
All right, so let's take off. And then let's get some upgrades on him. Man, the ship is amazing. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what they would add though. Like, I feel like the interiors do need more utility, so that you're gonna want to be in there more often. But I can't think of what they would add to make it that. I mean, this isn't No Man's Sky, so you don't need like a lot of crafting and stuff. So
Quantum tube factory.
I think it's tough to determine what you would add to the interiors to make them worth it. Oh no, that's not the...
Travel mode activated.
Where are we going? I think it's this one right here. Oh, wrong way.
Travel mode deactivated. Flight assist deactivated. Flight assist turn. Vanguard.
Alright, so kick that in. Let's see here. NVIDIA Heathen, yep. I love NVIDIA chips. I always get them. I don't know if I'm being a sucker or not. It just depends. It's like you never know who's better. Like, they go back and forth so much. Let's see here. Is this ship from any DLC? Yep, it's from the Hyperion DLC. You can start the game with it. There's one of the preset starts that will start you with the Hyperion. So, but you have to pick one of those game starts in order to get the ship right off the bat. Although it doesn't take very long. You really just do a short exploration and kind of a little bit of a fetch quest, and you get it.
Docking granted.
All right, we need to look at the parented engines and see if we can get this this ship upgraded, because we are going to stick with this ship for a little while. Let's see here. No, but you have the DLC, you can get the quest and get it for free. Yep. Doesn't it make the game? Kind of. Easy in the early game is relative, to be honest, because the game, when you're talking like fighting, doing a lot of the fighting, like fighting off the Xenon and doing all this stuff, it can actually, the game opens up so much that just having one or two like really good ships doesn't necessarily matter that much. But it does, having a ship like the Hyperion can skip you past maybe 2 or 3 hours of the beginning grind, if that makes sense. Isn't that powerful though? Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a fast and agile large ship, or at least as far as large ships go. But compared to like destroyers and stuff, no, it doesn't have the durability to hang up or to hang in there the way that like some capital ships and stuff go. It's just meant to be like a really tough, oversized medium ship is kind of what it really is. At least, that's what I think. So the Terran travel. Oh, I don't think this is going to be. I don't think I should get out of this. Although that does give me some speed. So the Terran travel drive, 500,000. This will give me some money too. That's really nice. We can get up to 6,700, or we can get up to 350 regular speed acceleration. We'll get a little more boost. Yeah, if we're going to be using this and we're going to be fighting a lot, we are going to want a little bit of an expansion to the boost. Like it goes 1200 meters per second up to 1800 meters per second. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with the Paranid all around. That gives us a little more speed, a little more travel, and it gives us some boost cap, which we're going to want when we're like skimming around. We do lose that instant travel speed though, and that kind of sucks, but that's okay. Life kind of goes on. I discovered it's a glass cannon very quickly. I can take up to 3 Ks at once in a Hyperion. Really? A K? I've never even... I got stuck right in front of a lot of Xenon. I find the Hyperion is an amazing pirate ship. I use it to find and take over L ships that you can sell. Oh, to do like boarding and stuff, you mean? Envoy is also nice. You can set to fly. Yes. The Envoy I really, really like. It's not very good. It's like I keep trying to use it in combat, and I don't think it's very good at combat though. Like I don't know. Maybe I have to try new things, like try some of the Terran weapons or something on it. But so far, I haven't really liked using the Envoy to fight with. Let's see here. Experiencing. All right, so we're gonna go with the Paranid all-around engine. Thrusters. I'm just looking at making sure everything looks good. Oh, it has 2. Holy cow. Okay, so it has a tier 3 shield and the Mark II shield. That's why it's so durable. It's because it's got probably 3 times the shield as some of these smaller ships have. Weapons, we're not touching. Software, it's got all the software. Consumables, I'm actually gonna... Actually, no. We'll sell the advanced. No, let's keep it. No, we're gonna sell it because we can get them cheaper somewhere else. I don't need laser turrets. I don't need mines. Man, it gives us like 500,000 right there. Just selling the consumables on these ships is getting us like where we need to go pretty quickly here. Crew, I can only put 1 crew on there. So yeah, why not? I don't like that. I don't like that I can't train more crew though. That kind of sucks. Oh, I never assigned a pilot to this, did I? Is that the only thing? I think I can have more than just the pilot, though, right? All right, we're gonna wait for that to finish really quick. I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 2 seconds while this is finishing. I'm gonna get some more water really quick.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we've got this guy updated. One other thing I did notice too is if you look at the FPS, like in a station, I'm actually getting, 50 is fine. There's a lot going on in these stations, but that 50 FPS is actually a lot better than what I was getting 2 weeks ago. Now, I don't know what they changed, if anything, or if it's something that I'm missing, but I do feel like they made a few changes over the last couple of weeks because that number has actually gone up a lot. And I don't think I changed anything major. I mean, I think NVIDIA did some graphics driver updates, but I don't think that affected my frames per second in the game. I think they actually optimized a little bit under the hood there. Okay, you are standing right in front of the screen. All right, so we do need to check in on our explorer and our mining ship. So before I get distracted with anything else, let's see here. Stream House, thanks for filing. Sci-Fi Guy, yeah, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that on Twitch. Okay, so drive-by boarding is still doable, but you need a lot of those Marines. Yes, it is still doable. Although,
Engine stopped.
Although you need, if you have veteran Marines, then it actually can be pretty easy. And we may actually take, not now, we're gonna need some more equipment for it. But we might take the Earl King with a bunch of veteran Marines. And this is a trick that you use at one of the DLC stations to give you more veterans, basically, like quicker. Now I could be doing something wrong, but I've noticed a 50 to 70% casualty rate while drive-by. I mean, I don't know if they made it harder or not. To tell you the truth, I don't know if they actually changed that or not. But I do know if you can get some veterans, you should still be able to do it for sure. Let's see here. Was a lag fest on my 2070? Oh yeah. Yeah, it should be improved now. You may have, on a 2070 though, you may need to like turn some stuff down though, like kind of downgrade a bit. The devs for this game don't get enough credit. They've been at it for years. I mean, we've been talking about like No Man's Sky and stuff a bunch of times. This is kind of similar, where it's a game that was released like 7 or 8 years ago and they just kept plugging away at it. They could have just moved on to something else, but they didn't. And now it's like, it's really good. I'll give it a try now. I would. And is it on sale again? Okay, good. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it would have been smart for them to put it on sale for this. So every time they do a major update and they like make it like super cheap, people try it out. And then people like playing X4 are the ones that love play Age of Empires, Rise of Nations, and other RTS in the past. Yeah, it kind of does have that slower RTS vibe to it. I would say, like, if you're talking like RTS like StarCraft or something, no, it's not like that like a Sweatlord kind of a vibe or anything. But the slow roll RTSs, yeah, I could see the comparison there. So I think it's a niche. Yeah, and not everybody wants to do the slower paced games. So no matter what you do, anything that's this slow and open world is always going to be a bit of a niche. But that's not a small niche. There's millions of people that like games like that. Especially like now that like a bunch of us that were around in the beginning, like in the 80s and 90s playing games, and we're old men now. A lot of the almost boomers are going to be playing games like this because we're sick of being sweatlords. Yeah, I said RTS, but I mean strategy. Yeah, no, I kind of know what you mean. I know what you mean by like that, the Age of Empires comparison for sure. This generation is only MOBA Battle Royale. Well, this generation, because they're young. Like when I was in my 20s, that's what I was doing too. Like I wanted like the fastest paced thing I could get my hands on. But as time goes on, you're like, you know what? Can I just relax a little bit? You know what I mean? So, okay, you're gonna fall off the desk. I don't want you falling. We're gonna F5 again because my cat is gonna do something catastrophic, I'm sure.
Game saved.
I'm not old, am I right? Yeah, me too. Not old at all. What we're gonna do, we're gonna check on, before I got distracted by the cat and RTSs and all that stuff, we're gonna check on the Elite. Okay, so the Elite needs to go, okay, so you need to fly through that gate, Let's see if we can find... Okay, so this needs tons. This is another thing early game. If you can get the mining ships up running early on, there's a whole bunch of stations that are starving for minerals. So it's good to actually get this going as quickly as possible. I actually should have been doing it faster. But I mean, we're only like, what, 2 hours in, so we'll be okay. Okay, so now we are going to do the local auto mine. What are we in? This is second contact 7. I'm gonna do ore and confirm. Now he should get started. Now you don't need, that's another change. You don't need any of the probes anymore, the mining probes. That's kind of gotten rid of. You can use them on your own to like find deposits for yourself, but these ships actually don't really need them. And I haven't found, there's guys that are kind of talking about like niche cases and stuff for like prospecting and stuff, but so far I haven't found that I really even need to do it. I just assign the miners and they go nuts. Even when I'm flying the mining ship, you can usually just with your scan find the minerals, so I don't fully understand the purpose of the prospecting. Like I don't see like the reason for doing it. Unless, like I said, there could definitely be something that I'm missing. Okay, so, oh yeah, we have to cancel that. Get rid of that order, and then go to your default. There we go, now he did it. I had to get rid of that order, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see here. I have 7 cats, holy cow. Catastrophic, all cats do, yep. When I was 12, I was already addicted to Civilization 3. Yeah, I remember the old Civilization games. Got it for like 12 bucks. That was my first new update. 7 cats is a lot, dude. I have 3 and think that it was already too much cat. These guys are a bit much, but they're young. So like they're not old men yet. So like in like 4 years, they're just gonna be a couple of cranky old men laying around. But right now they're bouncing off the walls constantly. The other one's still over there, so he's still sleeping. The idea is, but the last one I got came with surprises. Nice. I'm surprised, like, unless you must have picked that cat up from somebody that you know, because I'd be shocked if the vet wouldn't have picked that out. Okay, so let me quit getting too distracted here. Okay, so fly and wait. And get rid of these filters. There should be at least 2 or 3 mining stations that we can exploit in these couple of systems. So we're gonna get this up and running, and then we're also gonna do Grand Exchange. So let's make that our next goal. We're gonna fly around a little bit, see the scenery, and open up some gates. Because we do need options for the economy. Okay, so that should be fine for him. I think what we'll do, where is my Theseus? Okay, so he's fully updated. Who do I need a captain for? Oh, the Cutlass. I don't have a captain. I have a personnel. Who's flying with me in the Cutlass? There it is. Alright, so you're gonna be the pilot. There we go. So now we have a captain in here. Okay, fine. I am a law-abiding citizen. I should be fine. Alright, so the Theseus we need to do some scouting with. So let's do this. Oh, how did I get Grand Exchange already? Oh, because it opened up a pirate base there. Okay, well we can do that mission while we're at it too. I don't think I have a pathway open to Grand Exchange though, so I don't think he's going to be able to find it. So for now, I want you to scout the other second contact system. I am going to have him lootings soon. But I feel like the scouting is more important right now, so like what we really, really need right now is information. Loot can come a little bit later. I wish there was just I wish the Explore command, the automated Explore command, just did this for you. Instead of like having to do it manually. So that would be something I would change for sure. Alright, so that should be good enough, and then once he's done that, we'll have opened up enough of the gateways towards Grand Exchange, and we should be able to use those pretty freely.
Travel mode
So we're gonna open up some gates. Isn't there a bonus to mining yield? Yes, there is a bonus to mining yield. The issue, it's not really an issue. The problem is the mining deposits shift around and they move around within the sector. So if you're mining personally, you can use a probe to find a really, really good spot and then you go over there and mine it and you're fine. Or your ships will use it too, but I mean, it's gonna wear out and then you're gonna need to find a different spot with a different probe. And I think the Prospector will do all that for you, but it feels like a lot of work for not as much of a gain. I want to go over, I want to see the Alliance of the Word station that's over here, and I want to see something with one of the ships that's over here. Actually, she's so young, the vet didn't know she had vermin's organs, but I adopted her from the streets. Ah, gotcha. I had you pegged in your voice only videos as an 18-year-old Max. Well, good. I appreciate that. I'll just go with that. And I'm not 18, I'm 19. So 19 is what we'll go with there. So, but you were really, really close. Wait, he's gonna be...
Long range scan mode activated. Travel mode activated.
I missed that. Maybe what was I talking about at the time? A mod for what? For the mining stuff?
Activated.
Hey Dia, first time seeing you live. I've been playing Exxon for years. I'm around 1,300 hours. Nice. You got more than me. And I just started a new save. RC4 dropped. Oh yeah, 9.0 is awesome. The game just, like I said, it just gets better and better as the years go on. They've done such a good job with it. Alright, I saw they added prospecting. What do they even do? Like I said, prospecting goes around and it finds really good mining spots, and I think it'll lay down a probe for you.
Tyranid Wharf.
I mean, I guess I should try it out, but it just felt like a lot of micromanaging. Like if I have a station and I need mining ships for the station, I probably would just buy more mining ships instead of worrying about putting probes and stuff down. Jay Nichols, how does processing work with stations and managers? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I believe they just put down, they'll put down probes for you when they find good, spots. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong about this, but I think the prospecting command is for a fleet commander. I don't know if you do it for the station manager or not, but maybe you do. Did they improve boarding? I don't think they changed boarding at all. There are some people that are saying it's more difficult now. I haven't experimented with it a lot, but I have heard, like, even just in the chat today, people have said that it was a little bit harder to do. Okay, so there's one ship I wanted with these guys. I was showing this on the last stream, like these Nodens are really, really good. Like, I really like them. But I don't think... I do think, although, even with... Sorry, I'm just taking a look here. This is actually not bad. I mean, the guns I can upgrade, although I would want better guns. But I mean, these stats are pretty comparable to the Cutlass. So if I did an Argon all around, alright, so that goes down, travel speed goes down to 4,900. But if I do a Paranid, where's the Paranid all around? Yeah, in these stations, these Alliance of the Word stations, you can find tons and tons of modules with it. This is kind of nice. I don't want to buy one yet because it's going to cost me 800,000, but if I get bored of the Cutlass, this is absolutely another option. Although it only has one shield slot instead of two. So even with a Mark III shield, if I do an Argon shield, it has maybe half the shield capacity that the Cutlass is going to have, because the Cutlass has both of those things right there. But that's pretty nice boot speed, pretty nice travel speed. So it is faster for sure. and then the guns would be comparable. So that's kind of nice, because like before they made the balancing changes, a lot of the times the DLC ships would just be far and above better than everything else, but they've been brought down to earth a little bit to where they're still really, really good, but you can find just regular ships in the game that are totally comparable. So yeah, that's actually nice to see. All right, I don't actually want to do anything here. I just wanted to check that now that we were in the system.
I'm terribly sorry to disrupt your magnificent focus. Hello there. An irksome ship. Welcome.
Oh, okay, that's the... So that's another quest that's opening up. Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. 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 Okay. I got it. So that's going to be another. That's another quest that just opened up, and at the end of that one, it's actually part of the. I forget even the faction name because I can't think right now. But it gets you involved in with the Yaki and stuff like that, and you get some like nice little frigates and stuff for it. It's a neat little mission series. Alright, so what were we gonna do? We were gonna open up, yeah, we needed to open up pathways. So let's finish the highway. Do probes even do anything at the moment? Weren't they changed to be purely informational? Well, they are informational, yes. They are informational, but I think the way the prospecting works, like I said, I could be wrong, so don't totally quote me on this, but I think with the prospecting, it'll find a really good spot and put a probe down, and then your ships will go to the probe. So the probe isn't increasing your yield, I don't think. I think it's just giving it a marker that the NPCs will use to go to. But I think like once that area gets mined out, then you have to find a new place in system anyway, because it's going to keep shifting around. So it's like I said, there's got to be something I'm not understanding about it, but it could be worth it, but it feels like it's a lot of work when buy more ships is an easier answer, if that makes sense.
Travel mode activated. Entering system. Right promise.
Do you ever manage to wipe the entire system? I've done it before. I mean, I've had, like in the past, I've had playthroughs where you get built up and stuff and you clear through everything.
Entering system. Profit Center Alpha.
It can be hard to do, obviously. Although with the Xenon, it can be easier to do than with the core factions. Because they'll throw a lot of stuff at you and they'll keep making more ships and keep throwing more things. Where when the Xenon, if the Xenon will build up and then they'll have a major battle, and then once they get beaten down a little bit in a major battle, you can swoop right in if you've got a big enough fleet, and you can wipe out a whole bunch of their stuff before they can answer. Whereas like I said, the standard factions, they'll send waves of stuff at you, and it's really, really hard. That's why it's like with the thing I have right now, where we're going to be invading the Terran and we're nowhere close to being able to do it. It's like, oh my god, this like it's going to be a total Argon ships trying to invade the Terran sectors when they're just throwing waves at me. It's like, holy crap. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm sure we can figure it out. If we just throw enough bodies at it, we should be fine. Okay, so then we're going to go here, and then we're gonna go to Black Hole Sun, and then we'll fly through Black Hole Sun into Grand Exchange, and then we'll open up the spokes of Grand Exchange, and that'll give us like a good start. We should fly down into closer to Terran sectors as well, just so that we can open up some of the economic opportunities there. Alright, where are we at? Okay, so the Odachi.
Entering system.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we're gonna get the Odachi started, because he generally, even though he's not full hull, and I don't want to spend the money to repair him. Although actually, here we'll look at the equipment dock.
Travel mode deactivated.
Let's take care of some of that before I get even more distracted. Let's go here. Let's get to the Odachi, because he's going to need some satellites too. So let's go to the equipment dock. We're not gonna change anything. Consumables, I need probably 3 of these. I'm gonna give him like maybe 10 Mark 1 towers too. And then he's full on crew. Yeah, see, it's 180,000 here, so it's like dirt cheap. That's a lot of money that we're spending on him, but let's go ahead and do it. So we'll get him upgraded, and once he's upgraded and he's got some satellites, then we'll get him started actually doing our looting. Oh, and actually, let us check in with our boy here. And he's doing a pretty good job. Is there anybody that needs... No, there's no ore, no silicon. Is there any here? Okay, so there is an ore refinery that needs... Yeah, they're still pretty desperate for ore. And I think this system still has a decent amount of it. Yeah, so we're fine. They're not loaded, but they have a decent amount of ore. Alright, so let's get this part of the playthrough started. Let's go ahead and buy a drill. We're gonna do these one at a time. We're gonna go minimum presets so that I can buy the ship, and then we'll take them to the equipment dock to put all the modules on them. And then we'll get them started actually mining. And then while we're at it also, let's have a look at his information here. Transaction log. Has he done anything? Has he not sold anything? Or am I looking at the wrong ship? I'm probably looking at the wrong ship. No, he hasn't. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused. Why has he not been able to do anything? He's full. He's in a system. Oh, do they not need ore anymore? They need silicon. They don't need ore. Okay, so I screwed that up. I must have been looking at the wrong system. Well, that's actually not that big of a deal. Let's do this. We can fix him, so we screwed that up. But we can just change this system. So we want second contact to Flashpoint. And then confirm. Okay, so now he found a buyer and he's gonna go sell there. Okay, so he'll be the ore guy, and then we'll make a silicon guy. That's where the ore refinery is here. Yeah, so I have this guy right there, so I do need a ship for this sector as well. So let's buy one of those. Go minimum, and go from there. Blast mortars on the Nodan. Sounds like a blast. Yeah. I mean, it's a fast and agile ship. I really like. I think it honestly for the Nodan, it just looks amazing. So I really like that. If your station has a prospector assigned, he finds you a good resource field, places down a resource probe, and your miners go for that. So it should give you a boost. So the question would be, do I have to constantly be buying probes? You know what I mean? That would be the down. I mean, that would be good. Number one, do I have to constantly buy probes for it? And number two, does that cause a lot of probe spam? You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be probes everywhere, and so it's like it's going to bog things down maybe a little bit, just like it did before. So that would be my one worry about it. Did you ever manage to wipe the entire system? I saw that. Some of the most fun I've had in this game was playing a Xenon start mod. Oh, I've never tried that. Just kicking ass across the galaxy. That would actually be awesome. I didn't know we could play Xenon, yeah, just with the mod. I mean, stealing their ships. You can steal their ships for sure. You just can't mass produce them or anything. Usually can't play, but there's a mod out. You can still interact with them, really. Yeah, you use the Yaki, and you get friendly with them. They need silicon, yeah. So you noticed it and I didn't because I wasn't paying close enough attention. The vibes of the game, yeah. Yeah, it's just it's totally chill. Oh, I forgot, we don't have the instant travel anymore. We had to give that up. Okay, so then we're gonna want to, so let's send, can I just do control and do both? I can. So you guys head over here. So I want both these ships to come over here. When they're over there, we'll start upgrading them. And then we'll be able to assign one of them to silicon and one of them to ore. See guys, I said it correctly for once. I'll screw it up again, but I said it right. Oh, you know, we're actually in the vicinity of the envoy quest, but we're gonna wait. We're not gonna do that yet. Why am I not? There we go. Yeah, because I can go down here, and then the systems that the envoy quest is associated with are right down there. I think it's 2, right? I think it's 2 new systems that expansion added, or that DLC added. Not really an update. It's not really an expansion. It's was kind of like a mini update. So I'm gonna buy resource probes themselves. I think they place 1 probe per sector, but can't confirm yet. That would actually be cool if they were picking the probe back up and placing a new one, or that probe gets deleted. That would actually be, that would be kind of nice. I guess I should have messed with it more, but I never did. Haven't tried the processing paper a lot yet, but I think I saw somewhere that they go buy resource probes if they have none, so they resupply themselves. I guess in that case too, then it just comes down to a math problem. It's like, okay, am I gaining more than I'm losing with it? Okay, there we go. So now he's doing his thing. All right, cool. And we got about 50,000 that's coming in, and then both those ships are heading over to
Argon Trading Station.
Not the trading station, the supply depot.
Travel mode deactivated. Long range scan mode activated.
Pretty sure I put the long range scanner on this thing.
Travel mode activated.
I think that's the one that I need, is going to be the one up here. The one on the bottom goes towards the, towards a couple of the envoy sectors. Alright, so now that we've got a second, what are all these? Okay, there's the ship research, intel and scale plate. Oh, because I took too long, so Dal was like, hey, go here. Embassy, and then we've got the 2 quests. Okay.
Entering system. Grand
I think
exchange.
It's, yeah.
Pirate base. Travel mode deactivated.
And what we'll do is we'll land on the pirate base first, and we'll see if they're actually just either selling bombs outright, or selling bombs outright, or if they're selling the materials for them.
Travel mode deactivated.
And if you have like a travel timer, just boost before your travel drive kicks in. That way you can start at like 1,000 or 2,000 meters a second instead of like 200 meters a second, because then you're up to the higher speeds faster, and it'll just make life so much easier for you. It will consume your boost though. I've only played SWI mod, the Star Wars one, the last 2 years, and haven't played vanilla since they added timelines. And now flying around and discovering the added sectors is actually matters. Like they've added a lot.
Docking granted.
I mean, you can definitely make the argument that the modded playthroughs, like the Star Wars mod and stuff like that, were just an objectively better way to play the game. I don't know if that's actually true anymore. I think they're actually pretty close.
Successfully docked.
But I don't know if the Star Wars mod has done things to match the DLCs. Like, do they add all those sectors in and stuff? Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, Trader's Corner. So there's 2 traders at this station.
Hello, can I help? Here you
go. Yeah, it has spacesuit bombs. Okay. I'm literally just gonna buy them. So yeah, we can probably get this done now. Alright, security container, I don't care about that. Unstable crystal. So we could, well, actually... No, don't do that. It'd be way cheaper just to make them. They have everything I need. So 2 unstable crystals, 2 secure containers. And didn't I have... I already had what I needed there, and then I need the bomb launcher, so I do need to spend money on that. Let's just buy a bunch of stuff. EMPs, that's nice. Do I want the thrusters? Yeah, let's do it. That way I don't have to even think about it.
Safe journey.
That money is such a sad sound when you do that. Okay, so yeah, I had the remote detonators already, so let's craft the items. Craft both. And we've got the launcher already, which is cool. Alright, so let's head back to our cutlass. And yeah, now that we've got the bombs, let's just go ahead and get this started. I still have to build a storage thing for my HQ so we can start research, but we're not ready for that yet. Nice to catch a live stream for the first time. Well, welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. Stormlands. Been following you for a while. I just want to say, make cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Glad you like them. Had to leave for a while, so I don't know if you answered. Is the Odysseus a good large ship for combat, or better just to sell? I mean, it's a good ship for sure. Yeah, it's a good destroyer. The question becomes, like, you reach a certain... You don't need a destroyer for anything for a while. So, if you like having one and just having, like, an ultra-durable ship...
Scan mode activated.
Then, yeah, you absolutely keep it. But, I mean, by the time you need a destroyer, you'll have money to start buying destroyers, if that makes sense. So you can make the argument that it might be, unless you really, really like the ship, you can argue that it's better to just sell it. Now you can use it for certain things like drive-by boarding and stuff like that, because it'll have a large crew, so you could do it for that. But if you're not doing boarding and that's about it. If you're not doing boarding and you're not just like really, really want to have just a big ship, you just sell it, and then you just buy another one when you get one when you're ready for it. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I had to find a leak, right? Isn't that what we needed to do?
Scan mode deactivated.
Oh, let's get rid of this Hyperion quest. Well, not get rid of it, we'll change out into the snooping around quest. Yeah, so we gotta find a data leak. Alright, so let's fly around and find a data leak. Just boarded a Rattlesnake, nice. Yeah, the split ships are awesome. I don't know how they fared in the balancing update though, to be honest. I didn't even mess with them very much during the beta. Do we not have signal leaks? Okay, there's a... Alright, so there's allegedly something over here. Is it up here? There it is.
Engine stopped.
This is Dal. We're getting data from the worm program. Good work. Get out of there safely.
Steering mode activated.
Alright, so let's get off of the Y-axis. so we don't fly too far out of system here. And then he should trigger. He should trigger a new phase of the quest there. So we're gonna. Also wanted to shout out to the X Encyclopedia for anyone interested. In X lore, understanding the universe in another way. For the lore, yeah.
No casualties this time.
Yep, you can head over to. It's got some good online resources for the game that really go into the lore pretty heavy. Slit is the doc of action. Yeah, exactly.
We're prepared to do some harassment of our own.
I'm sick of us being toyed with. I leave it up to you, Dal. Just don't go overboard.
We'll get to an agreement. We need to throw Dala out the first. Like, dude, he gives us good stuff though.
Travel mode deactivated.
It appears that you already have the materials.
I do have the materials. I am prepared. All right, so we will be. Let's do the sabotage mission at this point. Wait, find a way to the snail farm. Where does it want me to sabotage? Oh, Grand Exchange. Okay. I'm totally losing my bearings here. Okay, so that should be the gate should be over here.
Long range scan mode activated.
That's why it's so important to have all this stuff opened up as quickly as you can. I don't think it's any of those. Yeah, I think it's down here.
Travel mode activated.
Well, we'll see. I think it'll actually become a lot more visible once we start getting close to it. I think we needed Gunfo, thanks. I legit fear Xenon capitals. I saw one of them melting a Colossus, so I'm a bit traumatized. Thankfully, I'm just a random ant around them. Yeah, exactly. Also, too, fighters do a really nice job of taking out their... Oh, it's over here.
Flight assist deactivated.
Fighters do a really nice job of taking out their surface elements as well. So you can, like, if you're running into them and you're, like, earlier on and you actually have to deal with one, which normally you wouldn't even have to engage with it, but if you have to deal with one, if you get a really nice, like, fast ship and you pilot it pretty well, you can get in there and take out a lot of its guns and its engines and stuff like that, and then you can just swoop in and take it out with a bigger ship. It takes time, though. It's a lot of work. I mean, obviously you can just do like bombing runs and stuff too with fighters, but it takes a while for you to get to a point where you're going to have enough fighters for that.
Entering Grand Exchange 1.
Okay, so it wants me to go to Nepalia's Fortune. That should be over here. Yeah, that's going to be down here. I don't really know where it's trying to take me. I assume there's a station in Nepalia's. I kind of wished, I was kind of hoping he would just have me go after the station that was right there, but he didn't do that. There it is, right there. Very first game X4, Terran start. 2 Xenon capitals rolled into Terran space within the first hour. Holy crap. Destroyed the base required to progress the introductory quest line? Okay. I've never seen that happen before. Well, you don't necessarily activate them. Like, it's not something you do. A lot of them are going to be, the inactive gates are tied to quest line stuff. So yeah, I guess that would be the way that you do it. Okay, so Nepalia's Fortune. Man, it's having me go to Xenon sectors here.
Travel mode activated.
Yeah, so a lot of times, like, storyline quests will open them up. Like if you do the Boron quest line, it then opens up. There's 2 gates that open up that give you shortcuts through Boron space, things like that. And DLCs, yeah, DLCs include stuff that have the gates Yep.
Entering Nelpelius Fortune 2. Travel mode activated.
The Timelines expansion had a bunch of additional gates and stuff too. Well, this isn't a Xenon sector, it's a neutral sector, but still. Oh wow, it's way out there. Alright, let's get on the highway. I always forget, like, some are to the right, some are to the left. I always forget. Yep, okay, so that's the wrong one.
Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, see, like these ones, they use like the strange European wrong side of the road standard, and then other ones use the correct American standard, like the major highways, so it always gets confusing which one is which. It's that side. That one over there is what you should use. Alright. Holy crap. There was a bunch of loot there. Like, usually this system's kind of infested, but it's like I haven't seen any Xenon in here at all. I think this is actually a pretty good system, too. Although it's massive. It's nice to have the highway, but even the highway is, like, mega long. You're gonna stream tomorrow as well? Yes. Yep, I'm gonna do, since it just released, and since I think, like I said, famous last words, I think I've gotten everything up and running except for the text on screen. I should be able to do tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. So I think I'm just gonna do 4 days this week of streaming, just to really just dive in and get used to all the changes. See how far we can get with this one. And I think I'll use this save game, so like when, on the days that I stream X4, we'll come back to this save.
Travel mode deactivated.
Okay.
The freighter should be here shortly. You'll need to attach the mines to the freight transfer points. Let's just hope that you're not seen.
I need a lodestone for this as well. Actually, you know what? Before we place the, well, no, because this one's timed, so
engine stop.
Let's get the mines placed here. But I need to go. A lot of stations will sell lodestones too.
Docking granted.
No, I don't want to dock.
Docking aborted.
Thank you.
Sir.
Cutlass. Engine stopped.
Okay, what are we on? Number 3?
Only weapon group 3 selected.
Get these two out of here.
You'd better get out of there. We'll handle the detonation.
Cutlass.
Now we have to wait for the bomb to go off. Which you're waiting for a freighter to land, so it kind of takes a while sometimes too. And also too, like, that was the thing I was talking about like a couple hours ago, where it was like, I really wanted a station that was a little more peaceful. With not a lot of Xenon and stuff around, because the Xenon will start attacking the freighter will take forever to actually land. It can be kind of a nightmare if you get like a pain in the butt system, and you're just waiting there forever for this this quest to finish. Not all European Swedish roads use the right side. Yeah, I don't know which one does which, right? I mean, I don't know, I'm just kidding though. Let's see. You're gonna stream tomorrow, got it. Not all Europeans do, yeah. Alright, sweet, we'll see you tomorrow then as well. Yeah, absolutely, Max. Thanks for stopping in, I appreciate it. Alright, so that should be the freighter that's coming in. You just have to wait for him to dock.
Pelican. Sentinel.
And then once he docks, then it should trigger it. Actually, let's head back, because we don't have to come back to this station or anything. So let's go to...
Travel mode activated.
Since it's such a long way to the gate, let's start heading back towards the gate. I don't think I have to stay in system. I think I can leave the system, and then it'll play out. I don't remember if that's the case, though. Yes, the Argon series, yes. So that's going to be, obviously I'm going to be streaming the next few days. But I'm going to do the next episode for the Argon series, and I am going to try to continue the Teladi series as well. I know a lot of people really liked it, so I figure why not go ahead and do that one too.
Forager. Flight assist deactivated.
So the Teladi Exile series, I think I'm gonna try to do that one as well.
Flight assist activated.
I gotta figure out how to get that scheduled. And how, like, with work and stuff, I can make sure I'm doing things, like, faster than I was able to do it. I've got the process down to where I can do it a lot quicker than what I used to be able to do.
Deactivated.
Now it's just a matter of making sure I have the consistent time to do it. And I know I've given dates before too, where I'm like, oh, I'll have it by this day, and that's totally the plan, and then something happens with life or work or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna bug you guys with excuses, but it's like I gotta figure out how I can do both of those series consistently, and I think I've got a good plan for it. So we'll see if we can play it out this weekend. Like, maybe I'll stream for like 4 or 5 hours on a lot of those days, and then I can spend at least a couple hours after that working on the videos. But yeah, we're gonna do both of those series for sure, because people seem to like the Teladi one. Wait, I have to fly? Yeah, I don't have to fly to it. Okay, so it made weird things happen when I got onto the highway. So we're gonna just stay off the highway, and we'll wait for this freighter to dock. What do I have for mail? Oh, that was the Heretic's End thing. Okay. Speaking of which, there we go. So now he'll land.
Sit back and watch.
Can I spacebar this or no? So.
Sending remote detonation signal.
Really building up the suspense.
Get on the line. We need backup now.
So I think after this, I don't remember what step comes after this. We do have to do some fetching back and forth.
Travel mode activated.
And we'll do that. We won't focus on that. We'll do that as we're opening up these systems. I think we need to head back to...
Let's regroup and go over what we know so far.
Head back to Grand Exchange. Yeah, see, now it wants us to head back. Can I not get on? Can we do it?
Travel mode activated.
There we go. I think if you hit it too slow, it bounces you off. Like, it just sends you like flying off there. I always find it funny how anticlimactic things. So yeah. Yeah. They're not exactly known for their cinematography, but they try.
Steering mode deactivated.
Why is it slowing down? Oh, it's because we're at the end of the highway.
Steering mode activated.
Okay, so let's open up to... We need to go through the gate to Pious Mists and get that opened up so that we have that pathway, and then we'll head back towards Grand Exchange. Once we get through this gate, I'm gonna double check on my scouts once again. Oh, and we need to double check on our... We need to get our mining ships upgraded as well. Alright, so this gate should be straight to the south.
Entering Nopalia's Fortune 6. Jump gate, Grand Demeter. Sentinel, jump gate, Pious Mist.
Oh, it's right here. Okay, I thought this one... I don't know why I thought that. I thought this one was like further away.
Travel mode deactivated.
Okay, so that connects us to the highway.
Travel mode activated.
We do need to get up through like Bright Promise and a few of those systems.
System, Nopalia's Fortune.
Where is Grand Exchange? It's right there. And we're out of boost. That sucks. That is one thing about boosting before your travel drive kicks in. It wears out your boost pretty quickly, and so then you're forced to slow boat it after a little while.
Entering system. Grand Exchange.
Okay, so this should be north. You know what? Let's do this. Let's, while we're making the rounds, there's a scout ship for free in this sector. So we're gonna pick that up too. And while we're waiting for us to get there, let's take a look at our... Okay, so he's doing good. He's got another 50,000 coming in. Now...
Engine stopped.
I don't want to stop fully, but I don't want to leave it in travel, because I don't want to be drifting into the void here. Alright, so we got 2 mining ships here. I don't think I'm going to have enough money to upgrade both. But let's see. I do want a little more speed, nothing crazy. Thrusters, we don't really care. We do need shields for them. But we're just gonna go basic shields. And then we'll go with the Mark II drill. These are a lot cheaper. They used to be... I don't remember. They used to be like 100,000 credits or something for the Mark II. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were more expensive. Not that long ago. Docking computers. I don't need... The targeting and the trade will do. I don't need long-range scanner. I don't need police scanners. They don't really need any consumables. I'll give him maybe... We'll give him like 3 towers, just in case he actually needs them. And then we'll give him... I mean, we might as well. It's not that expensive. It's only 4,000 each, so we'll give them a full crew. And then as these guys are flying around, that's going to give us more people that we can put on these other ships. Okay, so that's 220,000 total, and we'll confirm it. Now, I don't want to spend... I could do the other one, but I don't want to spend all my money yet, so we'll wait just a second. It's going to take us some time. Once we get like 5 or 6 of those mining ships up and running, then we'll be able to build and upgrade them really just as fast as we possibly can. Like, we'll be able to build and upgrade them faster than we actually find places where we can deploy them. But right now, it's the opposite. By the way, let's see. I just find it funny. Okay. Now we should be... It's right about here. There's like an arm that goes up, and it's at the end of the arm, like right there. I think there's a Timelines ship around here too. I think one of the racing ships is in Grand Exchange as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna go digging around for it yet though. This will be just something we can pick up real quick and then get out of here. So, we're doing Grand Exchange. This is Bright Promise up here, and there's a couple systems that we need to connect to so that we can get like kind of the spokes of the wheel built. And then once I do that, we'll have to check back in with our scouts. Oh, there it is.
Travel mode deactivated. Steering mode deactivated. Elite. Vanguard.
Yep.
Travel mode activated.
And this will be nice. Like, this guy... Actually, we'll look to... Well, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll upgrade him. Maybe we'll just take him as is, just so we're not spending any money. And we'll use him to start scouting out Grand Exchange. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am really happy because last time I had a lot of instability on the stream and it kept going out. Like after like an hour and a half it went out. Looks like that got cleared. Looks like that got cleared up, so I'm actually pretty stoked that it's been this stable. I am gonna have to look back at the VOD after this though and make sure, you know, picture quality and everything is good on both on both Twitch and on YouTube.
Elite. Vanguard. Scan mode activated.
But beyond that, I'm pretty happy.
Engine stopped.
Oh, I must have upgraded the thrusters. That went a lot faster than I remember.
Engine stopped.
go. Where is my other ship? Here she is.
Cutlass. Docking granted.
Alright, so let's find a captain for you. I should just be double clicking. You can double click on the seat and just get straight in, but I always never do that. Okay, so let's go to personnel. We've got a decent amount of people here now. A bunch of people on the, let's see, who would make a, although, yeah, that's fine. Let's take somebody from the service crew, somebody more basic. And say, work someplace else. Wait, where am I? Yep, here we go. It takes a second to register, so it's not telling me that I need a captain, but I definitely need a captain. And then let's take this guy and we'll start scouting. And we'll just start right off here with Grand Exchange. I think what I need to do video-wise is I need to get another video made where, look here. I gotta get another video made where I'm kind of going over some of the changes, some of the things I'd like to actually see. Like what I was talking about earlier with this, where there should be just an automated command where he just does the hex pattern instead of just like the random. It's just something that could cut back on some of the tedium. Okay. Alright, so that'll get him started scouting this system out. So now we're gonna head over.
Travel mode activated.
Okay, how are the scouts doing here? Alright, so there's the Theseus. He's done scouting. This actually already got scouted out before. This one, I kind of can see the whole thing, so we don't care about that. Let's actually have the Theseus come over here. Yeah, we don't have to fight them.
Jump gate. Nobilius Fortune.
Yeah, we are way out there. Well, actually, I don't need that gate. I need this one over here that we can't quite see yet. And there's one of my mandatory mods, the one that gives automated scouting. That is, yeah. Yeah, I know there, I remember seeing like a long time ago there was a mod for that. Okay, so let's do... Oh, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. I need to go this way. Oh, it's the quest marker that's confusing me. It keeps pointing me over in that direction, but we don't need to go that way. Alright, so I would like to, I think, get two mining ships up and running, 2 more mining ships up and running. And then I think the next priority needs to be getting some storage. Oops, wrong one. Needs to be getting some storage built into the headquarters so that we can get research started.
Travel mode activated.
I mean, we could get diplomacy up and running, although I don't have a ton of use for it right now. It's, I can't really think of anything that I desperately need that for.
Entering Grand Exchange 4.
Alright, so we're gonna open up this gate, and then we'll fly north and open up that gate. So I'm new to the game. I have a toddler and a newborn needing something where I can relax once the kiddos are asleep. Oh yeah, yeah. Any of the starts are good. Really, the starts will only determine what system you begin in, and if there are any like story quests that you complete that are attached to it. So you can do any one of them that you want to. Just do the start that has the aesthetic that you like. Like if you really like the Terran, just do that start. Yeah, 100%. There's not any of them that are like good or bad or give you an advantage or a disadvantage. It just dictates where you start. The game itself, once you're basically up and running, like once I get a bunch of stations built, sometimes you're not doing anything. You're just chilling out and letting those stations run and earn you income. So there's going to be tons of times if you get a couple of small kids where like you could literally land at a station, go do whatever it is you need to do, and then once that's taken care of, you come back and all your stuff has been up and running that whole time, and you come back and you got like 20 million credits more than what you had when you left. So it's really that type of game to where you get it set up and you can let it run itself at times. Hi, new here. Hey Frank, how you doing? Is this game much harder than Elite Dangerous? No, I mean, I would say it's more, I don't know. I mean, Elite Dangerous has more difficult flight mechanics and possibly the combat, but I don't have a ton of experience with Elite Dangerous's combat. On a building scale, like this is something where you're setting up empires. So you'll have like 100 ships that you own and they're all running around doing all kinds of things, where in Elite it's just you kind of flying around. So it's a slightly different game, but I would say the flight mechanics are more complex in Elite for sure.
Activated.
But the building and economy mechanics are way better. They're way more involved and complex in X for sure. Yeah, great for AFK play. Yep. I have some experience before the update downloaded. Let's see, you don't miss any stations. The game randomly checks to build White Hell outside the normal sector. Oh, well that I didn't know. So it actually is like really thorough. I have some experience for the update, downloaded a cheating mod just to see how the game is with the money. It was fun. This time I wanted a fresh mod. Yes. Oh. That
Travel
hurt.
mode is not possible. Travel mode activated.
Don't do that, by the way. You should pay attention when flying through asteroid fields. It really does. Like if you make too much too early, or if it's, and everybody has a different threshold for this, I think, but if you do things that are too easy, you'll immediately, and I keep saying kind of the same thing, but disassociate is the best way I can describe it. 'Cause the moment I do something that's way too easy, I no longer care about the playthrough. So like with the cheaty mods and stuff, it's totally fine. Like that'll give you an idea whether or not you like it. But I can almost guarantee you'll never stick with the game if you use those all the time, because it's just, like who cares? What's the challenge?
Travel mode activated.
You always need something in a video game that you have to overcome.
Travel mode entering Grand Exchange.
You can see how distracted I'm getting. All right, so let's say, so I don't need this one, I need this one.
Travel mode activated.
I don't know why, in my brain it reversed, like I was thinking, in my head, I felt like I came out of this one and had to go to the other one. And I had to like flip it.
Entering Grand Exchange 4.
Is this like a pirate thing going on here? Or are they fighting? Oh, got it. Okay, yeah. So this is the pirate ship. Okay, so that's an SCA that was in disguise, and now they're fighting the Minotaur. Okay, got it. And then these products, he was looting the station, and so all these products are floating out into space. That's kind of funny.
Travel mode activated.
I finally figured out, when you see this in outer space, if it's somebody attacking the station, sometimes these crates will actually have spacesuit upgrades, because it's like the markets that are in there, like the trade markets that are attached to the docks, it dumps all those products when it starts destroying the station. And so I've had playthroughs where in the very beginning I walk up to a station that's being destroyed and I get all of my spacesuit upgrades and everything just right off the bat. So I always end up reflexively checking, because some of the, like say like the spacesuit upgrades, the bomb launchers, sometimes you can turn around and sell those for like a couple 100,000 credits. So if you see a station that's getting killed and you see those like spacesuit upgrades floating around, just grab them no matter what ship you're in if you need the cash, because it's like a really easy way for early money. That's only, but you gotta get lucky. It's like only if you run into something like that.
Travel mode activated.
And what about the learning curve with the new version? I mean, it's the learning, there is a learning curve, but the game is, you can just do basic stuff. Like right now, I'm just flying around, opening up systems, and I built a mining ship and told them to auto mine. So it's very simple stuff like that that you can do, and then you can lean into the more complex stuff as you go. So you can just play the game and just do basic stuff like missions and stuff like that, and then as you learn more, you do more. So it's not like it's not a game that's impossible to play because you don't know anything. So that's totally not the case.
Travel mode
So you can just get started, do the stuff you know how to do, and if you see something you're like, oh, how do I do that? And you just figure it out, you know? But you never lose the stuff that you were already doing. I think I'm over explaining it, but that's kind of the point. Would I be able to learn easily? And it's not hard. Nothing in the game is hard. It's just there's a lot of complexity to it. So you just have to figure out the complexity. So that's all it is. Let's see here. What about the learning curve? True, yes, I just use it to fly through every sector and see how far the whole map goes. I didn't activate any DLC. This time I will, just to see Hyperion looks sick. Yeah, and the DLCs are fine. Like you can have them. Ooh. Like you can have the DLCs activated and then not go to those sectors, so you don't even have to interact with the content. But I would. There's no downside, so I would just do it.
Silent Witness.
Okay, so we're in Silent Witness.
Engine stopped.
What else do I want to open up? Right, so there's stuff down here. Although I probably won't worry about that just yet. Let's head back now that we're back to the highway.
Travel mode activated.
And that gives us a lot of the major spokes of the wheel opened up. We'll head back to Hatikva and do the next step of the Trade Revolution quest. That said, Terran Content really was destined with a new play. Yeah, some of the newer, yeah. The Terran Cadet one, also the Boron starts. I think a lot of the Boron starts, these were later expansions, and so they made those starting scenarios tailored as like a tutorial. So doing either one of those two. And the Boron make amazing ships. They're just awesome. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Yeah, we're going to go back. We'll do the next step in the Hatikva's choice, and then we're going to head towards closer to Terran space.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
I forget the name. I can't even think right now. I forget the name of the faction. Is it POI? I don't think so. But anyway, the name of the faction that's allied with the Terran, because their economy is amazing. So that's where we're heading next, because we want to get in good with them, and we want some mining ships set up with them. They are hit and miss though, because there's a lot of Ka that spawn in their system and attack them a lot, and so your mining ships can be in danger.
Travel mode deactivated.
But they are desperate for resources, so they're some of the most profitable mining ships that you can get. And we don't have the kind of resources to buy large ones.
Granted.
So when we've got credits to spare, we'll buy 3 or 4. I think what we'll do is I'll buy 3 or 4 medium mining ships that I can use for those sectors and not worry about it if they get blown up.
Welcome.
And then when we transition over to mining stations, which is what I always end up doing, I can then buy large miners and use the medium ships as the sellers for my mining ship fleet. So that's the best way to go. For completing the DLCs? Yep. For the DLCs, yeah. All the DLCs introduced new ships and stuff. The Timelines one are like almost like tutorial missions in like a separate little wormhole space kind of a thing, and when you complete those, it opens up tons of new ships. So all the DLCs contain ships.
Good to have you back in one piece.
Did that work?
Yes, sir.
Did I do it? Oh, it worked. Okay, good.
Fast traveled.
Alright, going offensive.
Sir.
Oh, I need to, before I take off, I need to find a lodestone. I want a lodestone. Do you have a lodestone? Probably don't. because I'm gonna need those for the for this quest line. There's 3 traders here, so I think they might have one.
Hello
They should
there.
be cheap.
Can I help? Here you go.
Interface, data fragments. Nope, 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 nope. Not here.
Goodbye.
Maybe they're only in the pirate ones, but let's check all 3 of these. All right, what one am I at right now? I always get these mixed up. All right, so then I'm gonna do. All right, so let's do the 1 medium, 6 small.
Can I help?
Dock first.
Here you go.
No loads. Oh yeah, no, it's not. I saw lost fragment. I was like, oh, there we go. This one has unstable crystals though. That was kind of nice. And if they have unstable crystals, they should have the lodestones. Hunting and taking the freelancer cause. There's also a really good. Oh, Sagaris Pioneers. Yeah, Sagaris. Yep.
Can I help? Here you
I don't
go.
know why I couldn't think of that. There we go. So we got a load. Actually, I'll take both because lodestones.
Good profit to you.
Lodestones are what you use to make these. So these spacesuit EMPs, you need lodestones for those, which these EMPs are what we're going to use to learn a lot of the station schematics so that we don't have to spend exorbitant amounts of money yet. Okay, so that should give us everything that we need in order to complete the Hatikva stuff. I don't like it when people laugh at me like that. Let's say...
We're going to be in a scale plate lieutenant. I've been building a profile on him for a while now. This guy demands respect and loves collecting fine items.
Yeah.
I think we can butter him up.
Okay, so this is the part where I need a...
List of things I think he'll show interest in.
Let me make sure.
I'll be counting on you to gather them. When you're done, maybe at the scale plate station. We're almost ready to meet the
Yep,
scale
so I had it and it moved into the next one, which is cool.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, so we're going to Silent Witness, which maybe this is the one where we go, he'll have us go north to meet the guy. Again, I get bounced off. Okay, so we're on to here. Sagaris Pioneers, yep, POI. What I did first in my first playthrough is tested my PC by invading a Xenon sector. The battlefield looks so sick, I can't wait to do it properly this time. Yeah, you get into like the large crazy fights and it's just, it almost becomes a whole new game at that point. Alright, where is it having me go? Yeah, so I have to find a way. Yeah, so that is this right there. There's another ship here, so we'll go ahead and grab that one, and we'll keep taking these ships as we stumble into them. Hunting and taking freelancer katanas. A lot of people do that. I haven't tried that yet. And as far as taking the katanas go, katanas are awesome anyway. They're some of the best medium ships in the game. So like, if you can start taking them, then you can just take one of them for yourself, and yeah, and then you can make a ton of money selling them.
Entering Silent Witness.
Okay, so he's over there. So we'll do this,
Steering
and then we'll
mode
go through
deactivated.
that gate, and we'll get the Paranid. I don't know if it's a Theseus. I don't remember which one it is, but there's a free Paranid fighter ship behind that gate right
Steering
there,
mode
which we're gonna go grab. All the majors have significant storylines associated with them. Many give more world-affecting rewards than physical rewards, like allowing you to unify factions, start holy wars, etc. Yep, you can determine what happens for the whole faction for the split. You can determine what happens for the Paranid, although that's not really an expansion. The Yaki, you know what I mean? You can determine what happens with them. Boron are kind of just the Boron. I think they just try to be friends with everybody, to tell you the truth. Alright, I'm gonna land here, and then I need to a refill of water.
Docking granted.
I'm surprised the cats haven't really reacted. I've been talking to myself for 3 hours now. They just seem to think that's normal. Let's see here. All major besides Homeworld games.
Successfully docked.
This is my second space game. Oh, geez, Homeworld. Takes way back. I remember the original Homeworld. Holy crap. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to this guy. I don't know where he is. He's over here. Yeah, X-Ray usually starts as a flight sim and ends as an RTS. Yeah, once you get totally built up, it totally turns into that. I do feel like if they're actually doing exploration with this update, that would be a way for them to maintain the flight sim feel into the late game. You know what I mean? Like there could be stuff that you need to go out and explore and get, and you're gonna want like a really badass small or medium ship in order to do it. Whereas, so instead of transitioning into a completely different kind of game, it just expands to where you have multiple different types of games, if that makes sense. Yeah, I had the Star Wars mod and the Homeworld games. Yep, there's always a Star Wars mod.
You made it.
It's great.
Good work. Let's hope my intuition was
Can
on
I?
point. We're almost ready to meet the scale plate lieutenant.
Okay, so I gotta wait for this to play out.
Captain.
This is him. Be on
I'll
your
do
best
the slow, cool guy walk over here. Sins of Solar is a good RTS that has a lot of similarities with Homeworld. Yep.
It is a good thing you have
And it also has a Star Wars mod.
wasted my time. Hello. I'm
Okay,
Val
I'll be right back. While they're talking, I'm gonna grab some water.
I am well aware of who you are and who you represent. Come, we shall speak alone. Very well then. Sorry, looks like it's a private party.
Captain Buster expected this to happen. He instructed that you should head back to Hatikva and await communications.
We'll be fine.
If you bring any creatures on board,
Okay.
please make sure they
Sorry about that. I am totally back.
Any loose animals will be vaporized on site.
Yeah, we've been going for a few hours. I think it's 3 hours and 20 minutes at this point. And it's been good. It's been stable the whole time. I guess also too, just to ask you guys, like audio and video wise, does it actually look good? I mean, what I've been trying to experiment with bit rates and everything. Okay, what do I gotta do? Oh, I gotta undock.
Traveled.
Right, I don't need to buy anything here either. But yeah, I've been kind of like messing around with the bit rates for both of Twitch and for YouTube because they're totally different. And what they allow and what they can handle. So I just want to make sure it sounds and looks good. So if you guys spot any like weird stuff, like, hey, it looks kind of crappy, tell me because I definitely want to fix that. Let's see here, damn starter. There's folks who've done Never Leave My Chair on the PHQ runs.
Accelerator. Silent Witness. 1.
I like my
Unknown object.
I like my long-term health, so I think I'll go ahead and take those little 30-second breaks, I think. It's been crystal clear on your end the whole time. Okay, awesome. Looks and sounds good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that. Semi-truck driver and started your stream when I started driving. Looks good and sounds good. Okay, awesome.
Travel mode deactivated.
At 1440, yep. And that took
Entering
stuff
silent
like...
witness.
Oh yeah, this was the one where all the mines are. What was I? Oh yeah, the 1440. Yeah, it's that's one thing you have to figure out, because it's like you can't necessarily, I mean you can. It's difficult to do on Twitch because Twitch will make a cap on the amount of bandwidth that you're allowed to use, so it's difficult to stream at higher resolutions like that. Where YouTube will allow it. You just have to find the right bit rate. So I finally figured out how to do that to give it a little better quality. The semi-truck driver, yeah. Where are you driving, Jar? Like, where are you right now? Alright, so we should be able to go up above.
Travel mode deactivated.
Alright, so it should be, it's right around here somewhere.
Travel mode activated.
I don't remember if it's above or below the plane. It's just outside one of these minefields. And the ship that I'm about to get here, this is one of the ships I would buy and use quite often if I wasn't using any of the DLC ships. Like a little nervous with the mines, but I think we're doing okay. Oh, we're way too far over. Was that it? Yep. I went right on by it. There she is, right there. Perseus. That's what I was trying to think of. For some reason I had Theseus. Theseus is the heavier version. Perseus is the lighter fighter. The faster but less oomph of the two. Yeah, and I don't know why, and they use the lower encoders as well. Like they don't use. You can use like AVI and stuff like that with YouTube, so you can use encoders that compress things a little bit better, and they're way more efficient, so you can get higher resolutions. I don't know why Twitch doesn't do it. It's not like they. I mean, they don't have Google money, I guess, but it's still Amazon. You would think.
Travel mode deactivated.
But you know. Alright, so am I near...
Engine stopped.
How far away is he? We might be okay. He doesn't seem all that interested in me yet. So if we get in and get out real quick.
Docking is not possible.
I always do Shift D when I want Control D.
Sir.
Sir.
Cutlass.
I mean, you gotta admit, Paranet are cool, but they are
Perseus.
Super ugly.
Engine stopped.
Their ships are awesome, though. I just love the look of the Paranet ships. Alright, so we got that guy.
Cutlass. Docking granted.
Let's get back in before somebody
Engine stopped.
decides to get cute. This does tend to be a pretty hostile system.
Engine stopped.
Alright, so we don't want to fly around too crazy because we do have mines that we have to think about here. Okay, so let's do just somebody basic. You'll work somewhere else for me. The Perseus, do Captain. And then let's get him out of here. We do need an equipment dock. Oh, there's a Paranid equipment dock over here. So flying weight, go over there. That way I can get you upgrades for cheap. I probably should have been doing that all along, but I wasn't. Let's get out of this system. Getting my bearings here. I lost track of where I was. Here we go.
Travel mode activated.
Wait, am I flying the right direction? I am not. I was actually looking at him and not me. There we go. I could just use this huge yellow glowing quest marker to tell me what direction to go, but we did it the hard way instead. Let's see here. Yeah, but Amazon doesn't actually give them anything. Well, yeah, you're probably right. It's probably like a efficiency thing for them, at least not beyond keeping them afloat. As far as Amazon's concerned, Twitch exists to provide more people a reason to get Prime. True. That's probably true. I remember too, like, remember back when that used to be, it was called Justin TV, and Day 9 was like, was young, and it was like, I don't know, he had all of his energy and stuff like that at that time.
11.
It was actually really cool watching his stuff back then. That was like the first time I'd ever seen, wait, am I not?
Travel mode activated.
That was the first, those are the first like actual live streams that I ever watched. Were the Day 9 stuff back in StarCraft, like StarCraft 1 and 2 days. As far as Amazon, ChatGPT told me the game has some late game issues with CPU. Yes and no. I mean, I've never had massive issues. I will say though, they've made a lot of optimizations, and you run into problems when you have massive stations. Like people will build stations that can literally be all-encompassing shipyards, meaning like every single thing that you ever need is all attached to like one station, and so you just get modules spreading for as far as the eye can see, all on one station. So when you have stuff like that all happening at once, you're gonna run into some FPS issues, or if you have like 300 stations or something, that can happen too. But I mean, yeah. Honestly, by the time you run into issues, if you have a good system, by the time you run into issues, you're going to be looking at it like, I want to start a new run. My opinion on it. So the answer's not no, but it's not like, you know, you've got to do some crazy things before it really starts to get that bad.
Mode deactivated.
Okay, what am I looking for?
Buzzard, Vanguard. Flight assist deactivated.
Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. They're not as... These guns are good. I like them. They're not as punchy as I would like, though. Although, by comparison, I'm doing way more than they were doing, so I can't complain too much.
Flight assist deactivated.
His stuff, holy crap. Like, he hits hard. No, I'm not gonna... Okay, I'd really like to not shoot you. There we go.
Thanks for your help.
Man, that dude hit like a truck. Late game can get bogged down a bit if you have mega stations, hundreds of miners, yeah. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of volume. Traders, but I wouldn't say it's a big problem unless you're running on a really old machine. 7700X. Oh, well, that I don't know, but a 5070 Ti, you should be good. I mean, I have a 4070 Ti, which is yeah, not going to compare to the 5070. So it's like you have a top of the line card and you should be totally fine. It's a fairly large unit, a lot going on. You know all the factions build stuff because it all adds up. The game simulates the whole universe. It is more dependent on CPU than GPU
Travel
because of
mode
that.
activated.
It also does have, it also in sector versus out of sector matters too. So like when I'm in a sector, it's consuming more resources simulating this than it is simulating this. So if you have a lot of stuff and a lot of things going on and they're always all in the exact same place, that affects it too. But you are talking about much further down. It takes a while to get to that stage. Alright, so... Well, thanks, Ja. I appreciate that. Alright, where are we heading? Alright, we're going back to Hatikva's choice. I'm gonna talk to her. Let's bang this out, because we're just gonna... It's just a couple of fetch quests. So we'll talk to her.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
Oh yeah, I haven't saved in a while. Yeah, so this is gonna be, we're gonna talk to her, and then we're gonna go back and talk to him, and then we're gonna, yeah. So we're gonna do a little bit of fetch questing, take a couple of minutes, but we'll have this Hatikva stuff done and over with, and then we'll get, after about a half an hour or so, a half an hour after I finish all of this, give or take, Dalbusta should pop up in our headquarters.
Travel mode deactivated. Docking granted. Successfully docked.
Potato laptop running, well...
Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, a laptop from 2012 is gonna have a hard time, definitely. So that'll definitely... use the sector satellite mod and hostile detector satellites, because if I use standard satellites, tracking all the AI ships, yeah, that makes sense. Plus all of the... I forget that I'm not mega technical, so it's like I don't remember their description, but that was one of the reasons why they changed the resource probe thing, is because people, you really needed to spam resource probes, and that all of those probes was causing a lot of problems
Could
too.
you repeat that, doll?
Skill, I'll be
Aren't
inside.
fine.
Good. For now.
Take it. Look as it's they're acting. We need.
Got it. Thank you. Rogue drones.
Fast traveled.
I'm gonna kill rogue drones. I think that's all you really need to tell me. It's like, go over there, shoot that thing, and I understand. Alright, so they are over here.
Travel mode activated.
Request permission to dock.
Well, there's a lot of settings customization too. And you're gonna have all of the, if you got a 5070, you're gonna have all of the, well, not with the laptop, but for the 5070, yeah, you're gonna have DLSS, you'll have all of the upscaling features there as well. But he is right though, it's more CPU.
Defense drone. Flight assist deactivated.
I'm really bad at timing it today. Sometimes I can like do it all nice and smooth where it's like you catch them, cut just at the right time, and you wind up behind them. But today is just not the case. I've been doing a lot of backtracking.
Defense drone. Flight assist activated. Flight assist deactivated. Flight assist activated. Flight assist activated. Flight assist deactivated.
Where are the rest? You're there.
Defense drone. Travel mode activated.
Ah, see, it's doing the warp away thing.
Travel mode deactivated. Flight assist deactivated.
Although I am worrying a little too much about strafing and avoiding. I am worrying a little bit too much about
Flight assist activated.
Wait, why is it? Oh yeah, okay, that's why. I am worrying a little bit too much about strafing and trying to avoid damage when these guys don't really hit all that hard.
Travel mode deactivated. Flight assist deactivated. Travel mode activated. Travel mode is not possible.
There we go. Finally. That took longer than it was supposed to.
Do you have a moment to come and see me?
Anything better than...
We're getting close to finishing this.
Anything better than integrated does the trick? I see. Well, not yet for me.
Travel mode activated.
Yeah, you're not going to be 6 hours after the... Yeah, you're not going to experience issues. You're a long ways off. I actually like the missile implementation now more than before. Yep. They feel usable. I feel like you would actually want to use them. Or if you have mixed feelings for using missiles in this game. I mean, they used to be really, really bad, and you had to keep resupplying them, but now they're nice. I would never use them as a main gun. At least not me. That's my preference. Like, they're nice for having something as a supplement. Like, I can be doing a dogfight like I was doing just now, and if I have a missile launcher, I can use that to give it a nice, like, punch in the face to get, get them worn down quite a bit, and then let the guns do their thing. So, I think they're a nice add-on to the guns, but they're definitely not like a main weapon system. At least I don't think so. Go.
Successfully docked.
Never like missiles. I seem like your missiles were near useless, rarely hitting the enemy, and yet the missiles almost always ignored your flares. Now missiles are deadly, and they do. They hit really, really hard. I was using missile spam builds. Well, I mean, Oh, it bricked your fleet because you had so much crap flying around. Okay, on the screen constantly. Okay, that makes sense. I like a dedicated ship. Oh, like a dedicated ship with you, like an AI using it. It was not great, just fun. Makes sense. I will say, smaller ships, there are a few of the scout ships I've noticed, say like you're just starting off, like you're beginning the game, and you just have something small, like, something like this. Like, maybe you only have like 1 or 2 gun turrets, but you have a missile turret. It's kind of nice, because as long as you can keep your supply of missiles, you can use your guns to chip away at people, but the missiles will provide, just use like 1 missile on somebody, and it gets you like this huge punch to where it makes it doable to fight things and do real damage with a smaller ship with fewer guns. So that's like one of the best ways to use them I've found, or that I actually liked. So like your scout ships and stuff like that might have a launcher on it.
Thanks for coming. We're giving that I just then.
Got it.
Fast traveled.
Okay, so now we're gonna fly back over. We might have to do this twice.
No way.
Travel mode activated.
I do think just a rocket boat would be fun to use, though. It'd be fun to actually have. Think like Caldari from Eve or something like that. You just need to make missiles relatively cheap and give him large missile bays. Maybe they're smaller, like they're smaller rockets, but you can carry like 100 of them or something. Because like if you're only carrying like, especially on a small ship, if you only have like 15 of them, you're gonna get into 3 fights and you're done and you gotta go reload. Like you gotta go back to a station, so it kind of sucks. Whereas your guns obviously are always just gonna be there for you. On your main batteries, your turrets and missiles. Alright, I'm gonna head out now. Alright, Maxfire, well thanks for stopping in, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, we'll see you then. Let's see here, the main batteries, not your turrets or missiles. Use pulse or bolt, the launchers are different. On your main batteries or turrets or, oh, not, like am I using, I don't. I tend to use them as supplementary, meaning like, I'll have other guns, you know what I mean? Like a bolt guns or pulse or whatever it is that I'm using. And the missile, I can just carry a few of them and just punch something here and there.
11.
Yeah, Damon Works. I don't know that that's actually changed. They might perform better, but it's still all the resupply issues, so it's sort of the same thing. Too few and too inconsistent. So the missile replenish mod, does that like just automatically reload? Like it just respawns them in for you? I think we do this, and then we leave, and then we fight, and then I think once we're done fighting, this quest line is finished.
Travel mode deactivated.
There could be one more step, but I'm pretty sure this is it.
Docking granted.
And as far as dialogue and story, I'm totally skipping that stuff, obviously. Like, I've seen it 100 times, but it's like I don't want to make you guys sit through stuff like that.
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Okay, where is he? Oh, he has an office, that's right.
Well now, what I suppose you are here to give me this I'm making but that yet if I
Cutlass.
Okay, so yes. So now we should be able to fight. Physical useful, the replenish mod I used Ares for my first real fighter on the base game. It was nice. To get behind destroyers and take out engines. Yeah. Yeah,
Pilot, what is going on?
They hit hard,
we
so you can do...
have scale plates making moves against our assets. We don't have the forces to deal with this.
Yeah, so they hit really hard, so yeah, engines and surface elements, that's definitely good.
Isn't keeping up.
Bombing runs.
I'm going to contact the Argonne. This has gone far enough. Until they step in,
until
please help
you've
any way you
regenerated
can.
one, so effectively
I'll
unlimited.
send you data on where we need a hand.
Accelerator. Silent witness. 1.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, like I said, if they until they make them dirt cheap and give us a way bigger magazines, I just don't see them being like a main weapon system. If the mod restores them over time, oh, okay, like on a timer, okay. That way you don't have to go home, but you still have to wait for it. Monolithic Gaming, hey, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. What I did with Ares is bolt, pulse, plasma, deal with bigger targets. Makes sense. Sometimes I feel like you can't really do both. Like you've gotta gear a ship up for fighting big things or gear up a ship for fighting small things.
Unknown ship.
Okay, so this thing's gonna attack us. We're gonna get 2 ships that, or well, this thing will attack, and then 2 fighters will attack us, and then we just have to wait a few minutes for the escape pods, I believe. And that will actually get us that'll get us quite a ways into some of these quests taken care of early on, because it's like you really need this, because everything funnels through Dal Busta, or a lot of it funnels through him, so you really need to get this out of the way. It opens up a ton of the game once you finish all this. Something I didn't know until recently, carriers, lock ships can refill your missiles, so if you bring them along for the fight, you can exhaust your missiles, dock, replenish. Yeah, you definitely can.
Buzzard, Sentinel.
I'm thinking more in terms of kind of like what I'm doing right now, where I'm flying around doing my thing out in the world. Yeah, see, like this ship, it might actually be nice to have a missile, because it's not as, unless I change these weapons out, it's just not as it's not as punchy as you would want it to be. But if you had like one missile I could fire at this guy, that would be amazing. Okay, can you kill him or no? Can you hit him?
Sonar, Vanguard. Flight assist activated.
Okay, wasn't there another one? I thought for sure I'd get attacked by two things. Alright, well we gotta wait, we gotta get these escape pods to their destination. But they're gonna kind of slow boat it, so we've got a minute. Oh, okay, that's why he's taken out my... That's why he took out my boost. That's why it was a red icon, was because I couldn't use it anymore. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe we'll use, not right now, but maybe we'll like light up a Boron ship and fly that around for a bit. Just to really just play with the weapons quite a bit now that they've made all these changes.
This is Argonne Police. All Hatikva ships are to disengage.
Okay, cool. I think that's it. Once she says this, it should conclude the quest.
Captain, I suggest you get out of there. The Argonne are rounding up Hatikva and Scaleplate alike. Before they bring me in, I'll send you whatever payment you're owed.
So they should give me, what, 400,000?
This really did end up a mess. If you see that Taladi Bastu on your travels, fire a few missiles from me. As for Dal, he's probably laying low for a reason. I'll send his last known coordinates. Keep out of trouble.
Got it.
Requesting immediate backup.
Wait, she didn't send me the money. Oh, maybe I missed it, unless I missed the thing.
Ship within sensor range. Unmarked black box detected.
Okay, let's grab this black box.
Container. Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated. Container magnet activated.
I'm getting ready to start a new game for 9.0. I want to get myself into the Envoy ASAP. Yep. I ended up falling in love with that ship. Yeah, it's awesome. It's super fast. It's really durable too. Like, it takes a massive beating when you need it to, which is awesome. Okay, let me take a look. Let's take an inventory of where we are. But yeah, I really like the Envoy. Alright, so we have mining ships there. I never did start the... I upgraded one of the mining ships, but I never actually started it mining because I got all distracted. So let's see what we can do here. So let's see, we've got two of these guys. Let's see, this is the one I didn't upgrade. I probably should have just saved it so that I could just click through it and be fine.
Requesting immediate backup.
Actually, this guy, we'll give him the tech to the Mark II shields, just because we've got a little bit more money now. Not gonna worry about thrusters, we need a drill, we need the turrets. I don't need the long-range scanners. We'll give him the targeting computers, consumables. We'll give him some flares. And we'll give him about 10 of these towers. And we'll give him a full crew. So that's 312,000. That's totally working. Okay, so now we're back up. We're back up over about 1 million. So let's go through and find out who needs what. All right, so that's way over there. We're not going to do that.
Requesting immediate backup.
I don't usually send anybody to the void. Ore. Okay, so I need an ore miner for this system. So that's going to be second contact 11. So that can be you. This guy. And then I think we needed somebody here to do silicon, which we'll do this guy. Oh no, we're gonna do this one. He still needs to upgrade, so we'll give it a second and finish his upgrade, but he'll mine this system here. So that'll give us 3 of them. So things should go a lot faster at this point. All right, let's see here. Using borrowed weapons, get ready to start a new one for 9.0. It really is, like, starting a new game for 9.0 I think is the way to go. I mean, it depends on your preference. A lot of people have spent a lot of time on their save games, so they want to keep going with them, which they should be compatible. One thing that drove me insane was that I would load up an old save game during the beta, and I would have this mining turrets or these mining probes spam everywhere from the old system, and I just couldn't deal with it. Like, I didn't want to go around and pick them all up, and I couldn't stand having them there. So I was like, nope, that's it. I'm starting all over again. Most have their own modules with different specs. So one engine's faster. Yes, the guns, they'll have 2 or 3 of their own guns. The engines are definitely different, for sure. I don't think like thrusters and stuff are different though. I think some of the stuff is the same. But yes, engines themselves, engines are different per race, and the guns definitely are. There is like 12 different kinds of guns that everybody uses, and then each faction will have like 2 or 3 of their own. Okay, so he's done. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get him assigned. And I think we might call it here for the day. I do have to start to get ready for work pretty soon here, and that puts us on 4 hours, so that's pretty good. And I think tomorrow, what was I, before I get too distracted. Okay, yeah, so he needs silicon here. So we're gonna take this guy. You are gonna do local auto mine, silicone, and then do silent witness. Is it 9 or 13? Oh, it's 7, okay. Wait, why is this not? Is it saying that I don't need it? I do need it. Oh, I'm doing silent witness. Oh my god. You can tell I've been going for a while and I'm starting to get tired. So we need second contact 7. And then confirm that. Let's check and make sure. Second contact. Okay, so that's why I wouldn't do it. So I'm glad it wouldn't let me do that, because there was no ore that it actually needed, no silicon that it actually needed, and so it wouldn't let me make that change, so that's cool. But I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see, apparently it's faster, most factions and modules, so the best does depend on what you needed. Yeah, it really does, because it's like if you want like good combat and you're not worried about speed, then you would use like some of the Talati engines, because they're like big on boost and stuff. And then like Boron and Terran are going to be like instant travel mode kinds of things, and so you kind of match it to what you like and, you know what I mean, what you actually need. So, but not including a full overhaul of stuff like weapons, shields, so it's a bit up in the air right now. Yeah, everybody's gonna have to experiment and we have to figure it out. But I like it. I think it's a great change. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for stopping in. I love the support, guys. Thank you so much for it. I will be on tomorrow, and I'm gonna shoot for 11 a.m. Pacific time, so same as what I intended to do today. And I will see if I can get the I'm gonna see if I can get the chat working on the screen. So like right about here, you'll see the chat for both YouTube and for Twitch. That way, guys that are watching from Twitch, they'll be able to get on chat and be able to see everything, because that's kind of isolating at this point. I don't like that, but all right, guys, I'm gonna call it. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, short update probably. If you assign them to stations, you have to resupply the probes yourself. They don't. No. Yeah, not a big fan of that one, but so maybe we'll just stick to what we're doing. All right, guys, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you later.